who's obviously improved so much this year. So lots of firepower to deal with in Vitality. 9Z have some of their own, and we're going to see if they can match up against the world #1. 9Z T side here on Inferno, Vitality on the CT side in the 1-0 game.
All right, here we go. Pistol round live. Smoke on Apex, double flash on Mezi. For the T side, it's an HE on Huaso Peak and DGT. You got Molotov on Max, smoke flash on meyern. And 4 players of 9Z going to be heading up alt mid with some pace to it, with some quickness. Nobody spotting for this. And I think Rops missed the information in terms of footsteps.
Yep, up into the bedroom.
He heard the double nades, though.
Multiple players down low. There's the headshot. Max going to be cleaved away. Rops dropping back into the apartments, not giving himself away through the bedroom. He's all the way down the hallway now. So Max, the first victim. Zywo ready. That's the bomb carrier and Luchov.
A leg.
And he has seen his target, Zywo. He's now waiting patiently.
Apex is starting to slide back and cheat away from the B bomb site, kind of considering his options. I think now he's going to be on the hustle as Zywo backs away.
Rops on the balcony. Just waiting for the next fight. It's still quiet for 9Z, knowing they've got to go into the final play. A player down.
Oh, this is scary. Rops is the only one actually in the bomb site itself.
And yep, Zywo's not going to catch a good time, and they're already up through short, so it's got to be Rops to do it on his own. His first headshot's good again here on Huaso Peak. Diving down into the pit, calling his teammate over. Mezi's landed that headshot at range, and they've got flashes, they've got utility, and Rops is finally taken down. But it's Zywo who moves into the bomb site. Just a single kill from Zywo in that spot. And now meyern left alone, 1v3, 2 HP, trying to fight forward. Not going to be allowed to get anywhere near the site. No bomb plant for 9Z.
Yeah, Rops just kind of shaves a couple off on their pathing. Here's the double nade and says, okay, well, if you're double nading this, it means you really don't want me to peek this window, so I'm just going to come peek this window. And last thing they expected whatsoever. Everyone's focused elsewhere. He gets a cheeky free kill. Another one as they scale up lane. And then the teamwork comes in, the long-distance crossfire from Mezi and Zywo as they rush into the bomb site. 1-0 for Vitality.
Yeah, 9Z going before that moto smoke landed. Cost them an extra player on the way there. No bomb plan, which means no strong force buy in the second round, so they're just going to go for Glocks. So it's going to allow Vitality a 2-0 start. They'll keep things clean here. They've got 2 MP9s to make some money. And this is where they can establish a foothold early on Inferno. 9Z just taking this time to hang out, slow things down, and settle any nerves you might have.
Yeah. If you guys are just joining us as well, a little bit late in the day, this is the final series over on the B stream. The A stream, I believe, at the moment is still finishing up. Falcons taking on BetBoom. That's currently in map number 2. And then later on this evening, Spirit's going to take the stage. Donk's going to take the stage, and we'll see what they've got up against Aurora for the final game.
Yeah, Zantaras versus Donk. That's going to be fun.
On paper.
Yeah. Might not be very fun at all.
I don't know. Aurora's an enigma to me. I don't know what to think of them. I don't know what expectations I'm supposed to set for them. Like they don't seem to have had a great season and a great year so far.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, they're only really losing to like the top 5 teams, you know? So it's kind of a weird thing to try and assess.
Well, this round not difficult to assess. It's a slow Glock round where you're not really doing too much. You're just having a chat, talking over things, and getting on the same page of your first buy, which is coming up now. So 2 in a row. They do lose Zywo in this round, Vitality, so not a clean sheet. But regardless, they'll be happy about the start to this game. And now the AK-47s are coming out for 9Z.
Let's see what they got in these rounds. MP9 on Flames, FAMAS still on Mezi, so haven't fully upgraded just yet. Actually, Apex is going to swap to grab the MP9. So Flamesy comes in with the M4. Those two will be guarding the B bomb site. Mezi going to slide back over to join Zywo and Rops over at the A site. And they're going to be aggressive on brackets, at least at the start. Zywo lining up over towards the cubby. Rops playing behind the smoke. And a very passive, a chill opening from 9Z. No one rushing up banana, no one trying to gain any fast control. Looking to sit back and see exactly how Vitality opened this first gun round.
You got that bottom banana smoke. Gonna be tossed out by Vitality, maintaining banana control for almost the first full minute of this round.
I was gonna say, also, like, 9Z's not doing anything, right? No one's imping halls. This is maybe the first piece of pressure you're applying, which is smoking left mid. Nothing too crazy. ZywOo throws the counter Molotov, and after all the banana utility has been spent, they're going to start scaling up. It's Flamesy on the sandbags.
Yeah, it's a strong spot. Usually good for at least one. There's the one. And the second as well from... Okay, Apex has assisted him. Destruction in banana. Flames can't get away, but the hard work's already done, and now it's set up. We've got Rops running through the apartments, down into the underpass if he desires it.
Oh, he's
and in fact, he's going for the wrong way. Oh, yeah, he's actually going to try and just hunt the save down. He knows, okay, that was such a convincing round in banana that you're probably just going to try and save these weapons. So Rops just springs forward. No mercy, nothing being allowed. We've got meyern just sitting with his AK-47, and Rops isn't even going to go around that corner. He just drops back.
Yeah, I mean, they want to establish economy too, so that's a cheeky way to grab a kill and inflict a little bit more pain onto the 9Z attack. Actually, everyone's following this up.
Yeah, he wants to send the team forward.
Okay.
To confirm it, to get everything. Flash is going through. At least he's a long way off around the corner. Can Apex snatch it at the last second? Yes, he will!
Oh, no.
No mercy whatsoever. Vitality 3-0 start, and a timeout needed for 9Z.
Yeah, you could hear a cheer kind of echo through the studio as well, with Apex grabbing that last second headshot. This is lovely from Flamesy. Double kill, the damage on the third. That HE coming in at the perfect time to just secure it. Brutal way for the round to start. 9Z had sat back on T-ramp, not done anything else throughout the round. They were waiting that whole time to scale up banana after the Molotovs, after the HEs, after the smokes. They found the timing they wanted, but not the results they wanted at all. Early timeout as they get shaken and step back into round 4, upgrading some pistols, buying armor and utility. And they need to have impact pretty much immediately. Normally, I feel like you could have a few more rounds of a cushion, but the fact that Vitality already has 3 AK-47s on the CT side is a really scary prospect.
It looks like a recipe for disaster for 9Z, doesn't it? It's tough to see them struggling at the start here.
And you want to kind of talk about that whole point of being like, what did Alexi say? Like the first couple days, you're going to see what the top teams are bringing to the table. The idea that Vitality is hunting this down in the first gun round all the way to T-spawn, taking everything away from 9Z.
Showing their level, showing their class.
Yeah, this team's here to win.
Well, 9Z going to be slowly slinking their way up through top middle. ZywOo going to be blocked by smoke. Will drop on back.
They'd love to get someone over in pit. Rops is going to try and make the cross right now and doesn't. Okay, nope. He's just going to peek up. Him and ZywOo are out in the open, though. This is really dangerous. They don't have timing on this.
Oh, ZywOo's going to stand in the open. Rops has got 2 off default. ZywOo hasn't even needed to chime in just yet because Rops is killing everybody. Finally overwhelmed by the Tech-9, but the rest of the squad's there, and mezii comes in for the final kill of the round. A 4-0 start for Team Vitality. In total, we have seen 5 kills come in for the side of 9Z.
Yeah, very, very slow start. That's an impressive defense from Rops. I know it's up against pistols, but not knowing that's coming until the very second they turn the corner, and still manages to grab 3 out of it. Just as they're running in, really good work from Rops. ZywOo in support as well, far back, being a distraction.
So Max goes up through banana. I mean, the ideal for 9Z in the first gun round was be so passive in banana, waste all the nades of Vitality, and then they still got wrecked by utility. So this time throwing a little bit more of their own and dodging the response from Vitality.
Yeah, they're going to move this quick, and I think they might have a sense that, Vitality opening up with only 2 A defenders. They're coming right at Rops yet again over towards pit. Again, a very fast timing for this.
Yeah, waiting down in the pit. Rifle at the ready, burning into the open. He goes again. Rops has got 2. ZywOo up next. And he can't get a kill, actually. Max does well. Sweeping away both A defenders. A chance here for 9Z to fight for their first round win.
Okay, double smoke though, however. A little bit of miscommunication, so that utility will fade, and there's not another smoke to replenish it. So do Vitality want to wait for the smoke? They're going to start clearing brackets. mezii and Flamesy to do that. Apex waiting with utility to set them up for this retake. 1 flashbang to activate.
Yeah, fire arrives at their feet, just holding them back. It's short time ticking. They start to move forward. Going for this now, Team Vitality in pursuit of 5. Flames protects his teammate. Apex has got the headshot. All of a sudden, it's DGT trying to make it happen, and he can't. It'll be another round for Team Vitality, even that retake happening, and the defuse is so damn close, but they play it to perfection.
Yeah, that's exactly what you expect out of Team Vitality. That is perfect, having the timing, the wraparound, knowing exactly when to speed up, and all 3 kills go their way. 3 on 3, and they blank him into post plant. Rop's burning inside the Molotov. 9Z's really trying to mess with the timings, really trying to mess with the denial of information and being a little bit quiet on the map, and just none of it matters at the end of the day. A beautiful retake from Vitality, and they're up 5-0. Still 3 AK-47s on the board for Vitality's defense. Now you add the AWP of ZywOo into the mix.
Oh, grenade right to the head of Flames. Over half his health is gone. Found ZywOo over on A with the rifle the whole time. Now he's over at B with the AWP.
Well, I think they're saying we shut you down at the A bomb site, and then we retook the A bomb site. Surely you test the B bomb site a little bit more comprehensively. Not at the moment. 1 minute left on the clock. A little boost up in middle to try and grab the angle towards left mid, but they mess it up. Can't see anything. Hwasopeak is just going to step forward regardless. Him and DGT being left as a lurk. They might try and split this through CT spawn.
Yeah, ZywOo picking off Luchov. Mezzy completely blinded, didn't even take a shot. Luckily, Flames was there to respond. 4v3, still the advantage sides of Team Vitality. Bomb moving its way up through Banana.
There's only 30 seconds, though, and DGT is not making a move to be involved in the hit towards the B bomb site with this much time left on the clock. He's got to start sprinting now, because they're edging towards the smoke to break on through.
And ZywOo's ready. ZywOo is ready with a scope. meyern dead, so is Max. And they stand no chance whatsoever. 6 rounds in a row for Team Vitality.
Yeah, just outclassing 9Z completely. Triple kill for ZywOo on the AWP.
Well, it was a South American team that caused Vitality some trouble in Austin, right? We had Legacy break their win streak. Not looking like that's going to be the case here in Cologne this year.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit, and I think, ooh, he spotted the head. Okay, there we go. Nice catch, observing team. Thank you very much. What a pixel to grab for ZywOo and be prepared for the fight, and then coming through that smoke. You have to know you're coming through to your death when you see the AWP is perched at the B-bomb site. It's going to get harder now that ZywOo's AWP is in the field. You kind of alluded to it at the B-bomb site. He's been over towards A for most of the half with his rifle, but now that the AWP is out, as it starts heating up, he's going to be everywhere.
Hero AK for DGT, Tech 9s for 9Z.
Well, it was 5 kills on the board for 9Z 2 rounds ago. It's now up to 8. Fragging production still isn't there. DGT with 0 kills. Luchov, the #1 rated player of the event coming into today after day 1 of stage 3. He's 1-6, so is
Hwasopeak.
Hwasopeak.
Let's see what they could do with just Tech 9s and an AK. Running dry right now on 9Z. Planes just jump spotting over the half wall, not seeing anybody in Banana. So the A player's on high alert. Rops will hear the utility ring out, that Molotov landing and shattering before his feet. He nearly gets 2. Instead of ZywOo stepping out, but he's missed a shot. In fact, he has lost his life.
Okay, again, this timings that they're messing with. This time it finally works and they finally break through. Oh, it's a dangerous game for the aforementioned Hwasopeak.
I don't know how he's not dead. Messi was sending so many bullets towards his position, but Hwasopeak hiding away.
I don't know if you can retake this one. You might be able to set up for some exits, but 3 on 4. You do have 3 kits. You've got utility, so let's see what happens when the smoke fades.
And the last retake was heartbreaking for 9Z. Double smoke again late into the round.
That's fine. This time it doesn't really matter. The clock's going to be too far gone. So all there is right now for Vitality is setting up for exits.
Well, they'll fall away. Apex will keep his flawless record so far, a 5-0 start.
Everyone's going to go up with, maybe not everyone. Yep, everyone.
All the T's dead.
Everyone's going up with the bomb, so no need to set up for exits. No guns taken forward, but 9Z don't care. They're just happy with the round win. For Vitality, they're like, Yeah, we didn't get to go for the retake, but we got a bunch of money. We don't have to spend any more. We didn't lose any extra players.
Yeah, you think Rops is going to get a multi-kill there, don't you? Once he stands in the fight, once he's committed to that and they're not looking at him.
That's a nasty turn with the Tech 9, isn't it?
Yeah, you almost bank on Rops getting a multi. Then ZywOo to at least get one, so both of those players misfiring.
Well, I wonder if
allowed 9Z the round.
Vitality's going to kind of latch onto this idea that 9Z's like stepping into these smokes, trying to do some creative ways to mess with the timings that Vitality's expecting. Now, maybe they just don't care because they're still up 6-1. What? No way!
Oh, that's it. You fight so hard to get your first round. When you come out with money, you finally get a buy. You decide, all right, we're going to run up banana, and you work up the courage, and you get your asses handed to you.
It didn't even look like Flamesy was ready for that fight whatsoever. It was like that was like the worst way to turn into the fight, and it still panned out, and he's got the nade damage on top.
Gets worse for 9Z. Also peak. You know, they're like even checking the smoke. Has someone from Vitality possibly got into the smoke?
Yeah, they don't trust anything, do they? Lovely double up from Flamesy. And a 5-on-3 in the early stages. There's really not much to do but wait out utility and attack the B-bomb site.
Well, they're going to give it a go. They're coming to Apex. I can't even believe it, dude. Right through the smoke, onto the head of Huaso Peak. Pixel perfect. Report.
and another smoke, just to make it feel extra bad.
And off you go. Back down banana, back to spawn.
Just out of a round win as well, so you're hoping you can not only build momentum, but start chipping away at the money that you know Vitality's built up, and that's just not the case. Have to back off. DGT can't even afford any utility in the next round. meyern can get a smoke, a flash, a smoke, an HE grenade. Vitality willing to hunt, but a little bit late to jump on it. It feels like when he turns his back. It's like you understand he's turning from the flashbang, but it just felt like that first player had such a jump on his position. The fact that he's able to spin and get that kill and it lines up is just crazy. Seven to 1, Dinko.
Yes, it is. For now. Probably going to be 8 to 1 in just a moment. Grenade towards DGT, certainly going to help that fact. And he's down to 51 HP already, and he's had a tough start to the game, 0-6. Flames going to be walking down banana. Luchov blinded in the corner. Flames has arrived over the top. Perfect flashbang from Apex.
Yeah, now they're starting to be aggressive and just rip things out of your control. It's not that you can't get anything done. It's that whenever you do get something done, Vitality take it back with ease. Opportunity on the wrap. That smoke is fading. You're going to be caught out in the open if you're meyern and Huaso Peak. Oh, good shot, but ZywOo has the rebuttal.
Oh yeah, at least getting one back. Then Apex called over to fight towards the archway. ZywOo goes down. Apex is going to be under pressure, but had enough utility to slow things down towards the arches. And Rops is still here. He's still towards A. Apex yet to die. Could this be his first death? And it will be the second kill for DGT. All of a sudden a 2v2, but you know Rops is still around, so you know he's the A player.
Yeah, when you hit tab and you see his name still lit up, your head's on a swivel. You're checking everywhere for this position.
The problem is with Rops, he can be anywhere. He can be everywhere at once as well. DGT putting that bomb down in the site. Flame's going to be rotating over. He's arriving through the archway now, and Rops is just waiting. Waiting to work in tandem with his teammate to recover this site. Rops is spotted. DGT from 0 to a 3K so far, and Flames is going to give it a good go on his own. Looking to step into the open, and Max has got the headshot this time. So finally, DGT arriving to the game, and Max able to close it.
That's some wild shooting out of the 9Z side, though. All those kills instantaneous. ZywOo not able to re-peek and slide into an angle. Right there, DGT, some lovely shots. Cleaning up Apex, he was red on health, got dinked by Huaso Peak's Tech 9 earlier. This one onto Rops. Beautiful shooting. And 9Z have a second, and there is time for them to scrape and claw themselves back into this map to close the gap on the scoreboard before we switch sides.
look at that. Grenade damage towards Flames. We'll send some back down Banana, but Apex is even taking some utility damage as well. Bomb is all the way back on the stairs still, but they're going to be challenging towards top Banana, now top middle as well. Zywu spots the peak, doesn't land the shot, and he'll drop back into the site.
Hanzi's done some good things on Rap side, as we saw in the previous rounds. Tested it quite a number of times already throughout this half. So Mezzi's being very, very cautious over towards Library, but starting to shift towards his dinged up teammates at the B-bomb site. Apex just replenishes that smoke at the B-bomb site. Hanzi will be held back for the moment, but they're going to continue moving forward, and nades are out for the Vitality side. There goes Flames on the low HP. There goes Apex on the low HP.
Yeah, 9Z finding some footing here. Getting into the B-bomb site. Huaso peek on the lurk, even catching Rops, and Mezzi dead in front of that CT smoke, so off Zywu goes to try and save this AWP. And this is a much better round, the best we've seen so far from 9Z.
Yeah, way, very, very good. I mean, Flamesy not able to get anything done, and the defense sliding over as they're kind of setting up for the attack is when the execute slides in for 9Z. Might be time for a timeout if you're Vitality. Haven't had to even really consider it or think about it whatsoever. But now 3 rounds for 9Z, closing the gap, and it feels like they're starting to unravel a little bit. Maybe the overconfidence setting in after the hot start.
Yeah, I've got a lot of money still on Apex and Flames. Zywu saves this op, they're going to be absolutely fine, but if is the operative word right now because he's getting pushed in. No scope. And he's going for another one, of course. Little style point attempt from Zywu, but he'll hang on to the AWP, and the first timeout forced out of Vitality.
Pretty critical to hold on to that op as well. He only had 50 bucks in the bank. That would have been very costly if one of his teammates had to pass it over to him. So Vitality spend a lot of money rebuying these weapons on the verge of being broken. 9Z almost about to get the reward for all this hard work. Now stringing 2 rounds together, 3 of the last 4 in their favor to bring the economy to a weak point of Vitality. And a conversation for them to clamp back down on this Inferno map this opening half. And make sure that 9Z has no hope as they switch sides.
Two rounds left. You get 5 rounds on the T side of Inferno. You got something to work with here if you're 9Z. You can actually show us something against Vitality on this opening map. It'd be really impressive if they're able to pull that off, considering how this map started. Zywu heading towards B. It's going to start with Flames. Luchov trying to get going. Get around that half wall. Zywu turns back. Luchov going to be dead. Unleashing Flames for the fight down Banana. And that is indeed the bomb that falls off his person. And onto the site. We've now got a 5v3 right now, and it's looking tough for 9Z to even see a world in which they can get that ball back up through Banana.
A really nice call out of the timeout as well. 9Z hadn't encountered Zywu with the AWP peeking that deep. Hadn't encountered Flamesy turning that corner and being hyper aggressive to push down Banana.
Well, that's 8-3. It's just how convincing the start to the round is. Like, Luchov is coming around. Zywu comes down to the timing. You know, he's looking away from utility, comes back, and Luchov just rounds the corner. Zywu was so quick to get his crosshair right back in the correct spot, and Flames feels like he's got at least a winnable fight on the peak. But Apex on the half wall, he's ended up going down here, so 4v3 now for Vitality, and the bomb has been smoked off. It's been recovered.
Yeah, that was a bit much from Apex, especially because it was smoked halfway and Molotov deep. Stepping through that smoke, they had full vision of what was happening, so it gives 1 kill right back, which opens the door up for 9Z to be able to snatch this round away, convert it from a 3v5 position.
Yeah, 25 seconds to do it, though, towards this A site.
They got a man advantage at the bomb site.
They've got utility, too, and they're going to try and drain them, keep it slow.
The smoke.
Yep, smoke has got to go down. You got to go through it, and that just makes this so tough. Mezzi has all the advantages now, trying to defend from the site, but ends up getting pressure from the balcony. Mezzi has to take a few steps back, but he's got Rops to defend him from pit, and that's enough to force meyern into the save. So he'll drop out of the balcony, attempt to bring this AWP over into the next round. And it's the last round of the half coming right up here. 8-3 with Vitality looking to make it 9.
Should have a great standing for it. 4 AK-47s for the CT side up on ZywOo. Plenty of cash. Everyone's got nades. Everyone's got kits. And they just got so many plans and so many ideas. Okay, there was a flashbang paired with that push. It just came in a little bit late.
Apex boosted over the half wall and running down Banana when he sees nobody. Oh, how far does he take it? Apex, this is madness. Madness, and it's going to end up in a kill for Luchov. Rops his turn on the apartments hallway. He's got a long and labored fight against DG2, who thinks he can swing and challenge a rifle, and then ZywOo's AWP's waiting for him.
It's actually kind of bad that they just got those kills in a way, because it's forced 9Z to speed up where Flamesy was just rotating away. They kind of assumed that B bomb site wasn't going to get attacked in this round with the Apex deep push. Oh, look at the flash through! Oh, it's so perfect! Triple kill from Flamesy, and cheers from Apex. They're up 9-3 on the first map.
He can molly backside, and then flashes for bike. I'll molly bike. We'll pick shot, Will.
Yeah.
Molly shot again. Molly shot again. I'm holding boiler, careful shot, picking.
Yeah.
We'll maybe close shot, I'll swing him.
Yeah.
Ready?
Could be graveyard.
2, 1. I'm only pit.
I'm on your side.
Dead, can you flash? Inside dead.
No, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait.
I defuse, I defuse.
Nice!
Nice, sick.
Calm and composed from the world #1 as they step into the server will handle business in the first half. 9-3 lead for Vitality. 6 rounds they've got up over on 9Z. As they switch sides, it's Vitality's offense that is going to bring this one over the finish line. Well, maybe not quite yet. Good shot from meyern, but now you're trapped. Can you get out?
Yeah, he does slip away. He does take a lot of damage, but fully getting away might be the problem because Flames just walks to the top mid-smoke. He's got the trade right back.
Apex has spotted a couple at top banana as well, so I think the pacing is going to pick up. Yeah, they're gonna speed up right here. Jumping out of halls, DGT in the open, eats the flashbang. Flames grabs it with the last bullet.
He just clears out the site, has a little look around him, and no one actually defending within the site. 9Z having to go for a retake. Lose this pistol. And a comeback just seems impossible. Hwaso Peak, a kill on Zywoo. Flamesweat's down in the site. He's taken out by Max. All of a sudden, 9Z back with a shot at this. But Mezzi, looking the wrong direction, was worried about the short play, but it's Hwaso Peak who is patient. And it will pay off as Apex walks back into him. And a little bit of frustration there for Apex as they let that pistol round go.
I think for him, he's probably saying he looked over with his hands up and he just had to be like, how has this all happened? You know, I think 9Z's actually done a decent job of having some sneaky moves throughout this game. T-side, like with the timings they were trying to hit, attacking without utility, stepping in through smokes. Now on this kind of a retake, you have that player in mid get spotted by Apex, but he slides through the smoke and challenges the bomb site, and they never realize how close he was to turning the corner, so it forces some awkward plays. And I think that's why Apex is holding his hand up, like, what's up? Like, where's the comms? Why does everyone seem lost? Why is everyone getting picked off without realizing what's happening? And that's the biggest point that he always harps on with this team. So pistol round for 9Z to get started in the second half on the right foot. How much can they build upon it?
The push up here, Flames trying to get through top middle again. This time, Hwaso Peak will stop him, and Mezzi has to trade it out. They go forward. Sideways AK sees 2 players. He can't get any of the kills, though. That's going to slow things down significantly towards A, but speeding things up towards B is Apex. He's already through, and he's calling his teammates back. That bomb is running over here. Lutrov arriving now with the MP9.
Yeah, but it's going to get smoked off, and then Lutrov is going to try and make a move, and then Apex is probably just going to delete him. Sees, oh yeah, yep, there we go.
Oh, look at that huge hole in the defense, and Apex just runs right through it. You've got Rops now. Finally, a good time to lurk out. He just couldn't get the kill there. It was a bit of an awkward situation for Rops.
Yeah, I think they still should be okay. Look at the HP on meyern and DGT, and there's actually only 1 kit available. So this deep smoke, man, if it holds him back, so much of this round falls on Max. He's the one with the kit and with the HP. And again, do they have the read that the flank is exposed and open?
Flash over towards Apex. And he just steps in front of it. He's ready to challenge. Come through that smoke. He wants you to. Mezzi's got the headshot out towards CT spawn time. Running so thin. Mezzi just staying alive, being a real problem, a real nuisance. Gets the dink, but there's no time for that diffuser. And Apex just yells across the other side.
Yeah, waited a little bit too long to go for that, although the deep smoke was holding him at bay for quite some time, to be fair. But still committing at the end when there was already no time left for the defuse. 10-4, 6-round lead. Vitality get it right back. Everyone falls in the process, so an interesting economic situation they find themselves in out of a victory. And 9Z buy right back up in with the 6-round deficit. They still want to continue fighting, and they'll use a timeout before the round ensues.
Yeah, they realize this is one of the last chances, if not the last chance, to do something here on Inferno. So taking the timeout, trying to figure out what they can do with what they've got. And you've got 2 MP9s, you've got a FAMAS, you've got a Deagle, and 1 M4, which is going to be in the hands of DGT.
Yeah, and if so much of this half like just falls on if they can win this round right here. It starts sliding away after that. Then you're looking at 4-11, and you've got no money, and you probably feel like you need to force buy again. So critical that they're able to snatch this round away. So whatever kind of trick plays you've got for low buy rounds, now's the time for it. Started out sketchy. Started out just fine for 9Z. The trade's up in middle, 1-for-1, taking down Zywoo, losing 1 to Mezzi. That initial play from Vitality doesn't get them nearly as much success as they probably would have liked, but content with the trades and a nice move from Apex to clear out that B bomb site. 2 MAC-10s, though, for Vitality. They might not have the read or the assumption that this is going to be a buy. They'll find out right here.
Double stack, and the hallway, and both are dead.
And now you scale, but there's 2 defenders waiting back. 9Z's prepared for this eventuality.
meyern's waiting, down on default. His teammate Wasso peek. Oh, Flames runs out of bullets. meyern's able to get one as well. From the site, Apex hunting down that kill inside of the site. The MP9 drifts into the corner. Mezzy sending himself forward, really trying to get rid of him, and eventually Mezzy will be successful, and Max now 1v2.
Yeah, they got to jump up on the balcony to get the bomb. It's going to buy a few extra valuable seconds for Max to get into position. Apex cautious about the potential flank. And Mezzy still unable to get anything other than this MAC-10. So not the most secure 2v1 in the world.
Here he goes, challenging up towards the graveyard. Mezzy taking more damage, but they've got utility of their own. They're sending the peek out. Mezzy's going to be successful in collecting himself his second kill of the round. That's 13-5 for Mezzy overall. And 11-4 as Vitality should be rounding out Inferno in just a few minutes at this point. That felt like the last chance for 9Z.
Yeah, quietly a very good game for Mezzy. Kind of what we've come to expect out of him. 13-5, 14-6 for Flamesy. Lovely kills from the MAC-10, and Apex and Mezzy at the end deciding to stop playing games and just double swing it. 11-4, and back to unarmored pistols for 9Z's defense. They'll have to run this all the way back into overtime. Okay, a late mid-push, just been spotted out.
Just about spotted there by Flames. Hold on, everybody's kind of walking down middle right now. Time to just go farm them.
Oh, nice shooting from DGT. Good P250 work. Flamesy brought down to 50 health. Don't
Always
need to mess with him.
P250. Can always afford a P250.
Yeah, damn right you can.
That's what it can do for you.
Well, they're going to guard the AK-47s. They don't really care. DGT can do whatever he wants, run around the map. They're going to win the round. They just want to make sure he can't steal any rifles away to bring forward into the next.
Well, this was 9Z's map pick. Mirage up next. There's map point for Vitality. We'll have a buy coming up here in 9Z.
Oh yeah, you got to just invest everything you can now. M4's on the board. No AWP in play. Don't have the money for it. Likely won't even be able to see it. It's been a couple moments where it felt like 9Z could have done something. Again, I don't think enough to like make this ultra competitive down the stretch, but they've had a few opportunities they've let slip away. I think the big thing for them is Luchov yesterday, the best player of the day to start stage 3, and today has not been able to get anything going. 4 kills for him in this opening map thus far.
Will crash down to reality for Luchov. He'll be switching the mouse again. Bring out the new one. Flame's going to be blocked at top mid, and
I guess that is the problem with that logic, isn't it?
yeah, it's like you got to switch if you take the loss.
Yeah, if then now you start playing like crap, you just blame it on the mouse.
Yeah, true.
Gotta be cautious on that one.
Which in a way is okay. You know, 'cause you don't never blame it on yourself.
Yeah, as long as you're not blaming yourself, you'll never improve.
But you'll never be the problem.
True. Well, Vitality's always going to finish at this B bomb site. 50 seconds left. Max going to drop a counter smoke as he sees this rain in, but I think they're just going to beat it. Oh, yep. They're way in front of it.
Off they go. Flames running into the B-bomb site. Unleashing a lot of bullets and not doing a whole lot of killing. It's going to be Luchov who steps out with 2 kills. Max and Luchov both dead, though.
No way.
Thanks to Mezzy, who gets a third through smoke. Mezzy marches into the B-bomb site with the rest of Vitality, and they are going to be taking away Inferno. 9Z's map pick has gone against them in very convincing fashion.
Well, it's a 2v2 at this bomb site. Rops is still just jumping out of holes right now.
He's a long way off, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to hustle.
He's coming back now. He'll be halfway up Banana by the time the first real fight started.
Oh, good molly.
And again, molly to buy some time. So, not going to be letting this one go. Rops is all the way towards top Banana now. Mezzy stepping out, looking for further kills. He's already got 3 in the round. Why not go and try and close it with an ace? Mezzy, 1 more away from that, and it's Rops to steal it. So a 13-4 win. It's Vitality taking their opponent's map pick, and 9Z getting a taste of what the #1 team feels like.
sort of being a little bit more casual about things is going to impact them. And I mean, certainly in these first 2 series that they played, or series and a half that they've played thus far, no problems really for Vitality.
No problems for Vitality. That is certainly the story of the Major so far. We'll see how things shape up here on Mirage.
That's actually the scary thing, I guess. If you wanted to say one thing about maybe Vitality's, maybe a couple individuals. Iwu was slow to get started yesterday. Just mentioned we saw some ring rust on Rops. You know, like there's some individual things you notice, but that changes as the tournament goes on. As these guys are in the playing room, as they're playing in these officials the whole way through, the individuals are going to get better. So as long as the team play is still there, which it is for Vitality, things are going to be all good the longer they're in this event.
Well, team play into middle. Flash set up the peak. Flame's going to be challenging up towards shore. Luchov is going to pull himself back into the ladder room. DGT having to walk away from connector. Luchov is on the engagement against Flames. The apartment's patience may pay off. Just waiting on that green chair in the corner.
Ooh, this is all a fake.
Oh,
Mezzy's fortunate to not go down. Yeah, good goosh. Good way to scale up into the bomb so you can at least get a plant. You're going to have a 3-on-4.
That bomb getting planted here on default, and 9Z trying to get the rotations over here. You've got Mezzy running back through spawn. He's still a long way off, but he's arriving now. Rops and Apex.
One kit for the CT side.
They've got no utility either. Well, that could be a big problem here for 9Z as they move forward. That's a great shot, though. That breaks apart the crossfire, but Rops is waiting, can't get anything. Mezzy's out, defuse not planted for him, and that is going to end up being a round for 9Z. The pistol collected.
Yeah, man, they all had like kind of decent positions, but none of them got a good fight that they were looking for. Nice slide into the bomb site to take out the first player on the boxes. Apex changes his position after the fact. Rops can't do anything. Inside the bomb site, gets distracted by a fight, and Flames never saw a clean look on his scale. So it started out well for Rops, just couldn't find anything. So it was Apex that was taken down, and from here, this is the one. meyern just realizes, oh, okay, someone's here. I'll take that fight. Good pistol for 9Z.
Well, a bomb plant came in as well for Team Vitality, so you know they're going to go for a decent force buy.
And they did win the second round after losing the pistol back on Inferno, so...
Could be the same scenario here. Max solo on the B bomb side. That's worrying. Very worrying. Although he's got good utility. You know, a nade landing towards ZywOo, a smoke going down will discourage ZywOo from wanting to stay committed to the angle. Apex going to be fighting towards connector. DGT will pick up the opening.
Yeah, but Rops isn't on his hip, so he can't trade that kill in any sense. You just get a little bit of advanced information of where they were playing. With no success over towards the B-bomb site as well, all 4 members of Vitality have joined up in mid. Rops and Flames going to stick around. ZywOo and Mezzy going to start relocating into the B halls. They want to go back to that B bomb site. Max is waiting at an off angle. Rops is going to join up with them. So will Flames. So they evacuate the middle of the map, and it's all going to fall onto this one final hit.
And while Max, he's been waiting all round long for contact. It's coming his way now.
He still doesn't have any reinforcements. He hasn't been taking deep peeks. This is really nice from 9Z, being proactive to clear out the middle of the map, and now DGT can get a jump on the rotation. He'll be here in time.
Oh, at least Max has some help now. DGT waiting for that window cross. As Vitality ready themselves. Flash ready to go from Rops. When's the call to let it fly? Now, it goes out the window. Mac goes out, takes it in. Good trade from Mezzy. Pushes up, 30 seconds left of the clock. DGT still down inside of the B bomb side, but he needs to kill. He needs to delay. As Vitality try to wrap him, Mezzy taking a dink on board, down to 15 HP. 20 seconds now on the clock, and still Vitality no closer with that apartment's flank. That's the round. There's no way Mezzy can work his way out of this one. So it's Luchov through the window. 9Z can celebrate. They do not concede even a bomb plant in this second round.
Yeah, lovely work. DGT slipping out and just kind of hiding and waiting. And with the losses that Vitality has taken, Mezzy doesn't have the motivation to kind of scale and try and wrap around the bomb site. He was the only one that dropped out initially, letting the other 2 players play support with the high ground. But he can't get anything done from the spot. Good kill onto Rops, and at the end of the day, the Luchov flank cleans things up. 2-0 for 9Z, and no bomb plant this time, so only Deagles for Vitality.
Well, Apex going to be flashed and held back for the time being. You got DGT getting a little bit aggressive towards top mid. He's got his MP9 ready to go. On the other side, 3 players detected. Vitality just peel away. They'll let Flames take next contact, but his leg spotted before he can even see his opponent. That'll be a 5v4 immediately for 9Z.
Yeah, Deagle's not landing. Deagle's not getting clean looks either. Rob's getting chunked down and held at bay. DGT going to re-aggress, so he should find Apex in just a second.
3-0 start for 9Z, not bad at all.
That's the most you can hope for, isn't it, out of them at this point? So, you know, maybe they can upgrade this MP9 if they choose to. Probably going to choose to preserve the economy. But the gun rounds are going to come out and then the game is going to change. Rop's looking for just one kill down the stretch. Force one rebuy out of this 9Z side.
Yeah, very slow start individually from Vitality. 0 kills in ZywOo, 0 for Apex, 0 for Flames, and a single kill here for Rops. He might get another though. That Deagle ready to set DGT ablaze. And he's going to have to fall away. 15 HP. Rops just going for the reposition. He's playing the percentages, trying to maximize his chances of taking one more kill with him, but he just can't get it. And he's finished off. So Vitality trying to settle in the Mirage. Their buy will be coming now, but 9Z loving the fact they've got the 3-0 lead.
Yeah, don't get to play with any momentum, don't get to play with any advantages right out of the gate. So this all falls on Apex and the way he's going to call this team into some round wins.
Well, one of the weaknesses we've seen back in the Americas run that you were mentioning, Jason, was the T side of Mirage. It felt like Vitality were really struggling in that department.
Yeah, well, I mean that was always going to be something. You see that, you know they're going to go look at it, take a deeper look. Apex in the interview in the roundtable was already saying they were looking at a couple details on a few different maps they struggled in leading into their prep for the major.
So giving it a go, taking it for a spin here against 9Z.
And meyern does upgrade from the MP9 to the AWP. Drops that into spawn. He wants the op out immediately against this Vitality squad. So the most basic mid-presence from Vitality, and they slide immediately into a set piece towards the A bomb site. Rops and Apex coming out of Palace.
And they're going to be blocked by a smoke at Palace just on this timing. They're going to be held in behind it. They're going to send the util out. So the execution is in for Team Vitality. Smokes landing, one towards CT, one towards the stairs in the connector cross. Here's the flash into the ramp play. Luchov unleashed, and he's got both. Finally, a little glimpse of what we've been missing from Luchov. 3 towards Vitality on the ramp. And Luchov's on the hunt for his kill on Apex, but he can't finish him off. But Apex can't win this round. Absolutely no way. He goes forward to try and fight the stairs, but eventually brought down by DGT, and that flash peek into the ramp was perfect.
It was perfect, but it was given every opportunity to be perfect. That's a really long setup time for Vitality, sitting inside that ramp, waiting for those smokes to pop, long as they're thrown high into the sky and bouncing on the stairs. And 9Z has like a good 5-6 seconds to realize what's coming, set up, and call for the play. Lovely work from Luchov and Wasopeak with the flash.
Well, first gun round goes against Vitality. ZywOo, the stunned look on his face. A 0-4 start for him. A 0-4 start for Vitality. Perhaps a correlation in those numbers. We've got Apex with just the AK. He's the hero AK. Mezzy. Oh, good timing. Gets in front of the utility. DGT thought that molly was going to protect him.
Yeah, way too confident in it. Way too confident that no one was going to aggress on the position. So follow-up utility in towards the window room again. Vitality now can establish some danger in this round with their control of middle. Wasopeak starting to push in deep to Palace. Shrink the map that 9Z has to worry about. And ZywOo with the bomb on his back over towards the entrance to B halls. Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, he gets his deagle out.
Respects the idea.
He's looking for it through the fence.
God.
Oh my goodness, indeed. ZywOo winning the fight against Wasopeak.
That's the bomb spotted, shifting back to the A bomb site though, so this round might change for Vitality. You can see all the blue dots of the CT side shifting over.
Oh,
Vitality now committed here.
Yeah, at least meyern getting one shot of the AWP here, but he's got his teammate just in behind him, the rifle. Going forward, ZywOo's deagle again! AK for Mezzy, and there's the round Vitality have been looking for. ZywOo finally gets a couple of kills, and no surprise, it's Vitality's round win.
Some nasty deke shots from ZywOo. That first one a thing of beauty, not expecting that play, not expecting that shift out, but a lovely shot through the fencing. Second one he's just holding. He knows there's going to be a repeat from CT. He knows when that AWP rings out, he's going to be ready and waiting for the follow-up. This is gross.
It's so ridiculous, isn't it? And this one as well.
Just holding the line. Gotta love that. Vitality first round on the board for this T side.
Yeah, ZywOo's got the AWP out as well. I heard Mezzy just saying that towards the end of the round. Now Mezzy is looking for that fight down towards underpass. Quickly, they're going to chase after it. Apex keeping the pressure up. Flames trying to challenge the top middle. Headshot's good. Luchov dead. Flames just hides.
Luchov was just trying to help his teammate Max get out of danger. He was just trying to be a little bit of a presence to take the attention away from that retreat. Pays for it with his life. Way too costly.
Now 5v4 now for Vitality to settle into, and they've got a minute and 20 seconds still to play with.
Yeah, and they usually make you pay in these 5v4s. That's a tough loss to take early on in the round. Leaves meyern all on his own, and yeah, he's got the op again. He's got a deep angle in towards the B halls.
meyern spots the cross. Apex goes into the scope. It'll go forward and land just in behind Mezzy, and meyern climbing up. And his shoulder is somewhat spotted, but Mezzy knows if an AWP is going to peek him, he's likely to lose that engagement, so Mezzy retreats. Vitality trying to scale up through connected with Flames. Couldn't get a good fight, couldn't get a good angle, but he's going again! And this time caught by his own flashbang, turns away into the wall. Hwaso Peak going to get the trade. Robs and ZywOo taking damage. In fact, a 4v5 being converted here by 9Z if they can close in these 2 kills. Mezzy 74 health, 18 for ZywOo.
Yeah, really well done. I think the trading isn't quite there for Vitality so far in this map. Mezzy going to jump up, taken down with ease, and ZywOo's got to save the op.
Yep, that's the bomb is nowhere near his possession. It's in a tough spot up there, and then ZywOo having to just retreat with 18 HP in the time.
All right, 9Z looking strong here on Mirage, this CT side. Maybe there are still some issues. You mentioned, you talked about it, some of the struggles that Vitality had T-side Mirage leading into the Major. And you know they would have put some work into the map and into the philosophy and into the ideas of how they want to change things, what they want to do, what they can build upon that's going well. We're not seeing much of it here yet in this second map of the series. Vitality is up 1 map to the good. Lovely shot from Flames. A better equalizer from meyern. And really just well done from 9Z having 2 people at the point of that attack over towards Khan. They were ready for that fight.
Well, looking to respond. Team Vitality still have a good buy. Still got the AWP, still got the AKs. Apex. Snapping away. Luchov has to get out of that. He will. Get back to safety at least. It would have been a very disappointing start to back-to-back rounds there for Luchov.
One thing that 9Z hasn't been able to do, even despite the fact they have a 4-round lead, is get their money under control. They're still sitting very, very low on cash. Any round loss they take is going to be very, very painful. Likely another buy-up afterwards, but they're going to be missing some of the bells and whistles. The flick misses from meyern. Sticks around too long, so Apex takes him down. He's done that unconfirmed damage on a Luchov earlier.
And 1 minute, 5 seconds left. 5v4. Vitality lost to 5v4 in the last round. This time, trying to extend it as Mezzy, but he actually gets caught at range against an MP9.
Okay, the individuals of 9Z on Inferno, they looked flat and a little bit absent, but they're here in this map, hitting some very sharp shots. This MP9 just picking Mezzy off at range.
It looked like Mezzy was about to guarantee a 5v3 there.
Look at Vitality on the map again. I just mentioned trading hasn't been really solid for them in this map so far. They're all in positions now where you can't really trade anything. Flames on his own, working his way through Khan. ZywOo's going to follow it up with the AWP.
And you have to piece it together quickly because there's only 30 seconds left in the round, and you've got ZywOo now moving up towards top connector. Flames coming through. Great headshot as Hwaso Peak just steps out in front of that smoke, then drops back in behind the cover.
Back of the bomb site, they need to clear it.
And Luchov not being cleared right now. He's going to actually just peek out. That's the bomb coming down. Good shot from Robs. 10 seconds! No scope from ZywOo. All of a sudden, round is back on again for Team Vitality. ZywOo protects Robs, steps in front of him. Come and fight him. As that AWP is looking for its next victim. ZywOo's making the difference. DGT left alone. And that M4 is all the way at short. Well, ZywOo's no scope. Then the follow-up kill towards the jungle. That's just ripped our hearts out of the round here for 9Z, and they're just going to have to save. Yeah,
this is the only weapon they'll have. They have to bring the op forward. That money, just check it out now. It's going to be a very, very bruised. It's a very labored buy into the next round, so having the op is going to be nice for 9Z. ZywOo's having all the impact for Vitality in these 2-round wins. The double deagle previously on an eco, and now this with the op to recover what? I think that's a 2-on-4 situation. Him and Robs have just snatched away. Lovely shooting and good protection as the bomb plants and the smoke fades. ZywOo still prepared for the fight towards jungle. Lead is cut to 3, and 9Z have a really tough decision to make. They're going to love the fact that Vitality are the ones calling the timeout out of the victory. I think X-Taz and Apex want to settle this team down, and hopefully that's the inflection point for them. For 9Z, they get a chance to have a conversation about the money. Because you almost feel like you want to get lured into a force buy here around this op, but if you just save, next round is going to be such a strong investment from the Knife Z side. So I think they're going to sit this one out. 5-7 on DGT, op on meyern. And they'll see what those two weapons can produce in round 8.
A lot of no-scopes this tournament, ZywOo, hasn't he? All the clips that we've seen so far. Well, no-scope being involved in them. meyern's got to hope for some success of his own. Sent with the AWP up into the ladder room. Gonna flash out flames to that peak. meyern's coming over to have a look. And he spotted his target. He'll take it as well. Flame's gone. Now what did Vitality do?
Well, Apex is bringing the bomb over to the A-bomb site. ZywOo's joining up as well. Feels like that's the signal that they want to challenge and finish the A-bomb site, try and walk their way in. meyern with the op on the other side of the map at the B-bomb site, so you've got 4 pistols to go up against. They're starting to get aggressive over in Palace, so Apex is going to have a challenge on his hands.
Apex. Seeing the timing, and it's an awkward one.
I mean, just a perfect timing around those pillars, but this is a nightmare for Vitality.
Z trying to wake them up, but can't. Uh-oh, indeed. DGT diving out of the window, the Deagle to the kill against mezii, and all of a sudden, 30 seconds left, and yep, you've got nowhere to go here. They are parking the bus right now, just hanging onto the AK and AWP. This is crazy.
Yeah, what a weird round. Vitality just spread out, get just picked off one by one. The push in towards Palace for Apex, the shot from meyern, and with a single AWP and a 5-7 brought into this round, 9Z is going to leave with 3 AK-47s, an AWP and a 5-7. That's a crazy turnaround. That bolsters their economy so well for the next stages of this half. They're doing an incredible job. For a map that they came in with a terrible win rate on it, and no great scalps to speak of that they've taken.
Some of these kills are just so ridiculous. You're going to have to win rounds like that. You're going to have to frustrate Vitality. You're going to have to get under their skin.
Well, yeah, and it may look to the untrained eye like you've done that with the way Apex is speaking quickly and gesturing, but he's talked so frequently, he had it in the round table as well, just saying, I have to do this all the time, otherwise we are going to lose focus, otherwise we are going to start missing a step. It's not that I'm getting frustrated and pissed off, it's that we need to fire, some of these guys need to get fired up, and at the moment he's looking for that. 2 really good impactful rounds from ZywOo, not enough to get the engine of Vitality running here on Mirage quite yet. We're entering round 9, they have a 4-round deficit. 9Z came in as a completely different team from Inferno, and they're surprising him at the moment. And the struggles for Vitality's T-side Mirage still persist.
mezii trying to move forward even though he's taking half damage. Trying to get out, hop out the window. mezii dead. Luchov readies himself for a second. Brilliant work out of Luchov. That's 3. And that's Vitality dead and out. They can't do much about this now whatsoever. And that nade is going to land right towards ZywOo as he retreats as well. Vitality also peek eventually. He fell asleep for a second. I couldn't believe it. Apex is just right in front of him. But that's dead. That's just the round over. Luchov destroying them.
I'm assuming that Apex maybe feels like the comms aren't quite there, like there's not enough happening across the map, not enough information is being passed to him from his teammates and his other players. So I'm assuming that's why he's calling this exec of just saying we're getting picked off across the map. Nobody's finding anything effective to do. I'm not really getting fed a whole lot of information to be able to make an informed decision as the IGL. So let's just take all of that out of the equation, hit the B bomb site on a timing.
Look how frustrated they are. This is getting to the point now where it's an ugly T side from Team Vitality on Mirage again. And every time you thought that Deagle round was ZywOo gets the 2 with the D, that's the turning point, right? That's bailing them out from a slow start. But then they lose against pistols, and once again we're back on that crazy train, the 9Z. And we're all aboard. Here we go. Luchov holding. Might be just the same round again, but this time Flames has got 2. Okay, the Tech9 races forward. DGT on the flank, actually getting the spam damage through that smoke as well. He's just going to go forward, wanting to get this fight. Rops has stepped out to that right side. Can the Tech9 do it? The Deagle comes out, but Rops has still picked it up. And now Flames looking for his next victims. He's done so much in this round already, but this time he's dead to Wasso Peak. And meyern's come through as well. So it's Rops in the 1v2. The player you so often want in the clutch. Fake steps to try and make them think he's coming from that side, but he switches out. The AK will not connect the kill, and you've got to feel like he needed that immediately. Rops, how does he play this? Cowering behind the van. Now they move in on him, and meyern's got it. Back to the defuse. Flames gives them a chance, but it's not enough for Vitality to get over the line. It's an 8th round for 9Z.
That's crazy. You get those 2 kills on the entry from Flames, and that feels like that's just the round 1. That's such a strong double kill that he's able to get descending into the bomb site, clearing out everything for you before reinforcements can arrive. It does it so well. Rops even grabbing this on the flank, but everything after that, it falls apart. Peek into the op. Rops is left in an awkward 1v2. And 9Z still continues to pile on. They're up by 6 now. To have this happen after the way the first map played out is just crazy. Never even expected it. And it's not by anything miraculous. 9Z playing really good Counter-Strike and punishing every mistake Vitality has made. It's not some cheesy clutch. It's not some miraculous 1v3. This is just solid play from the side of 9Z.
Mezzy. Maybe waiting as Max actually pushes up through the B apartments around the backside and didn't actually go forward. As he sees him, communicates it to his teammates, but he's not given the chance for the kill.
I feel like Mezzy was looking at his radar when he popped in. There was no reaction on the first spot. There wasn't the jump back. So aggressive towards top of A ramp while it's smoked. That'll fade shortly. Zauno peering through connector into the A bomb site, sees absolutely nothing, but at least he's got a supportive line so his teammates can move up the stairs. But Wasso Peak's still gonna find one. Shot in the back by Rops coming out of Palace, now with 3-on-3.
25 seconds. Bomb in position, a connector, Zaiwu out through window. Will fade away. Well, the advantage for Vitality, 15 seconds left. You got Max now stepping down below. He actually hit the shot, but it's a light shot from Zaiwu, which is not enough to drop Max. And yep, that's Rops now alone. No time to get to it. 5 seconds. He can't even get there and get it back in time. So last second steal away coming in from Max and meyern. And that's another round for 9Z.
What's happening? Why didn't he just go plant default? I mean, I guess maybe you don't know that CT is clear, but Vitality's falling apart. Vitality completely crumbling here on the T-side Mirage. I want to see that again just to make sure my eyes aren't deceiving me. Like, I feel like I'm going a little bit crazy. Lovely job from Max, but yeah, you have the bomb on your back. There's 9 seconds. They make the call to double swing. They think, I guess, maybe it's only the one, but a huge mistake. No bomb plant whatsoever.
So many strange rounds, unorthodox rounds from Team Vitality, who are ready to go in for an A execution, looking to try and keep things simple. All on the same page, try and break through this A site.
It tells you everything that Vitality down the stretch of this half have basically just ascended it and executes on the bomb site.
And they've missed smokes too. They can't even A execute, they just miss a smoke.
There's no faith that they can get anything done when they spread into their defaults. Now blinded, and now it's all 9Z.
Dude, they missed the stairs smoke.
It is all 9Z. Miss smoke, mistakes all along the way. And what the hell has just happened? 10-2, 9Z obliterate Vitality in the first half.
sit by the step, feels like it's just getting started.
There's the flash, that's going to catch Crims out, they're going to push on through, MBK gets one, but Crims with the spray down, he gets himself the triple, and Fnatic are not done yet.
Can you believe it?
I think there were two, William. You were not watching your screen?
What?
You were not watching your screen when they push, he said push B, William?
Push B?
Yeah. Hey, before you were holding, I said BP, William. You didn't see?
Oh.
Okay,
No,
it's fine.
Good.
I was talking BP.
Well, how we expected, Apex wanted the same thing. Just maybe Mezzy looking away, but it's clear from the comms there's a little bit of miscommunication on the side of Vitality. They don't seem too panicked. They don't seem too angry or frustrated or anything like that. But man, that's a very ugly half of Counter-Strike from Vitality to open things up on Mirage, and now they've got to recover. We know they've got really good comebacks in them. They just got to get it started first.
Yeah, gotta win a pistol. 9Z coming out hot and heavy towards this A site. No one from Vitality actually in the site. They're going to be playing behind smokes. Grenade trying a little bit more damage on top, but no early kills from Vitality, which means they've got to retake this, and they're losing players. You've got Apex down at the window, and look how much control 9Z have.
They're completely out of step at the moment, Vitality. Yeah, this is a slaughter. This map's over. Just take us to Dust2. That's going to be the third decider. Nice shot from Rops. Zyhus somehow sneaking into the bomb site. There's one good kill, but no way you're going to get enough to turn the tides. And that's effectively it. No kit on Rops, no HP on Rops. Mezzy the only one has a chance. But you can see, when this pissed around, when they have the double nade over in Con, they're expecting to break the wall of smokes. Like, they're already kind of expecting what smoke wall is going to come in. Those nades go so far. They want to break the wall and challenge as they're running into the bomb site, but man, the deep Con smoke just kind of ruined all those plans. 9Z's 5 steps ahead.
Still having a chat with Mezzy down the line there, Apex.
Yeah. Kind of the two more like vocal guys in terms of strategy, in terms of how this team is going to be playing. And obviously those two being on different pages doesn't bode well. So, second round investment in this second half from Vitality to buy up everything. MP9's FAMAS on Rops, and they're going to get some mid-aggression underway. It's Max here as the sole player. He's forced back, brought low, taken down, but now they scale up into A.
Apex gets a good start. Rob steals away a kill. There's the Flames. Deagle needs another and trying to get it off towards Tetris, but all of his teammates have arrived. Responsibility not necessarily Flames', but he's still going to take the kill regardless. So there's one back from Team Vitality.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. Well done from Vitality. Let's see if that stops the momentum of 9Z, if that throws a hitch in their plans. Vitality's got to go on some kind of a run to close the gap on this scoreboard before 9Z get up to 12. Good piece of aggression. Rops and Flames both ready for the response, which is to speed up the attack at the A bomb site. Both of them grab some kills. Vitality hasn't won 2 rounds in a row yet on this map.
That's crazy.
2 very isolated rounds in the first half.
The push down into the underpass from Apex. He's going to take 2 kills. DGT and Max both dead within seconds, so Vitality into a 5v3. Pistols on the other side. Huaso Peak trying to come out of Palace. But he's not been able to make the most of his chance.
No, Apex fortunate to be alive in that situation. Now going to be smoked off, so Huaso Peak really has nothing to do in this position. Luchav under the window. meyern coming towards top mid just now. A little over a minute left in the round to play. Only a single rifle for the T side in this 3v5. It's Luchav's Galil.
Luchav tapping out towards the window. Zywoo 1 for 1. 9Z sticking in it, doing as much as they can in this round, try and force as many rebuys as possible towards Vitality.
Yeah, it's a nice peek as well from ZywOo, and with the flash as well, there was a player peeking from Con. They just wanted to get a check on scaling, on where exactly 9Z was positioned, how close they were to attacking into a bomb site. So good information gathering on top of the one-for-one trade. Luchav will slide into Con. Rop's waiting inside ladder room for Hwaso Peak to turn the corner.
And Flames and Rops come on through. So Luchav and Hwaso Peak both gone. Another round for Team Vitality. It's a long way off of being a realistic comeback, but they're taking the first couple of steps at least.
Would you say that? A realistic comeback?
For now, it doesn't look like
I mean, I just mean
I'm
in the
not
sense,
doubting Vitality at any
I
point.
know, that's the point. I was just meaning in the sense that it's Vitality. I'm like, I feel like it's always realistic.
I'm not doubting them, it just doesn't,
But
it doesn't look like that yet.
Yeah, certainly in the way this game is played, certainly in terms of the scoreboard, it doesn't look like it's there yet. There's a lot of reasons to have confidence and Vitality to bring this one back. Very passive round, though, from 9Z, just on pistols. So we're going to sit back and have a little chit-chat.
Yeah, 9Z doing the same.
We can take a little moment, as I'm sure many of the viewers have the other stream open, the Aurora Spirit game. We were kind of talking earlier, like I didn't really know how to place Aurora. They've got a good lead over Spirit right now in that first map, looking to close things out.
Yeah, Spirit having to pull a comeback of their own.
That's Dust2. I mean, with the way Spirit's playing, Aurora coming into Spirit's house on Dust2 and potentially taking a win.
Yeah, it's Woxic over there who was doing so much of the heavy lifting early on. It looks like Major's actually pulled away. As I'm looking at the kill feed, that's crazy. Major putting up a crazy performance for them at the moment.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. That little uptick is probably helping him out. Potentially get an upset on the map. Finally, 9Z make their move without any utility, without any real significant weapons. The Glock chiming in for 1 kill. Oh, 2 kills.
All right, not bad. And trying to get out to a better weapon, but Flames will deny that. And a 5th round for Team Vitality.
Okay, buy your head armor.
And they're going to get a buy now. But you see 9Z purchasing the AK-47s. A Galil here for Hwaso Peak. And a couple of smiles here and there for Vitality, trying to keep spirits positive.
I don't, like, that's the other thing is, like, you know, I think it would have been different, but that listening we had coming back into the second half, I was really pleased to not see any kind of, like, I didn't get any sense of, like, angry frustration. It was just kind of like, ooh, this game is gross, we're not playing well kind of frustration. A lot of reasons for Vitality to believe they can make this happen. They have had some crazy comebacks over Na'Vi in the past, just back at Fort Worth as well, so see if this CT side can lock it down, because remember on the other side of the coin too, 9Z, despite the stellar first half and the lead that they took into this half, Mirage is not a map that has been kind to them in the map pool.
No, Mezzi, he's got the opening kill here for Team Vitality. Hwaso Peak dead. And we'll settle into it now. See what kind of reaction 9Z can muster up here. You know, you're 4v5, the round's basically just started. You're going back into what is going to be an A finish.
Yeah, it's a spam kill as well. You didn't even get a chance to react, to respond, to have any kind of a rebuttal. ZywOo's got the op over towards Ticket. Flames playing inside the bomb site. Apex for the moment is in window room, but as soon as any utility flies over the walls or any sense this hit is coming, he's going to shift.
Now Flames getting closer and closer up to that ramp smoke.
He hears the footsteps, here's the sound cues.
Didn't see the headed player at Palace. It's going to be Apex to deal with that threat. And Flames ready now, spamming down through the smoke. Has done damage to meyern as well. So Tyler will deal with Max coming up through connector. A very strong look here from Team Vitality in their first buy round here in this second half.
Yeah, brutal defensive smoke deployed at just the perfect moment for ZywOo to allow Flames to play behind it. 9Z try and force their way in and just get shoved back. So meyern the only one left alive, but now we're seeing Vitality with a little bit of that swagger they had on Inferno, right? Already on the hunt really early on in the round. They got money to lose some weapons if they need to, but they want to find meyern.
And he's going to hear them and handle it. Pair of headshots, very quick from meyern. He'll carry the AK into the next round.
Yeah, lovely work from meyern up on top. Nobody from Vitality expected it, so they can rebuy that, but it is costly. Good find at the end of the day, but nothing Vitality wasn't willing to risk. Yeah, that's the opening kill, spam down through the wall. Flames playing behind that smoke, just able to shut down the hit. And actually, I mean, 9Z gets nothing done in that round. Back to Tech 9's, Galil on Max, AK-47 that he saved on the back of meyern.
Yeah, back to the Stone Age for the 9Z economy. CT smoke going to be dropped down in towards the underpass. Apex, in the time being, will go out into middle, take the opening kill on meyern, and then dish out a lot of damage behind that smoke as well. Unconfirmed, but you're going to have 9Z back away with wounded players.
Yeah, you can see they didn't want to mess with any more spam that might be coming through, so going to wait for the smoke to fade, but now you got to go to plan B, and you probably didn't really have one coming into this round. There's only a single smoke available on Luchov. That's just chucked out now. One con, one window.
And Apex will be smoked, have to drop away. Got no other access anywhere else on the map. You're making an audible jump up into the window. Apex has got the utility ready just to try and disrupt that boost. And look how ready he is for this. That smoke will fade away soon, and then Apex is going to have a challenge of 2 players around the corner. Now, that could be the problem. Gets the information. Apex actually loses the fight.
Yeah, he actually didn't seem very ready for it. Ooh, Zaru.
Missed shot as well. AK here for Flames, trying to recover this. Trying to get 3, but he can't do it, and all of a sudden 3 kills come in for 9Z. And it's just Mezzi who can stop this, and he's all the way over the B bomb site. So Vitality had a 5v4, and they messed it up big time.
Yeah, that's so uncharacteristic. Like, they're in such strong positions to be able to hold on to this attack, and it all falls apart. This is a very, very rough off game for Vitality, and Mezzi not even going to get a chance to take a shot. Yeah. And I don't think Vitality closed the gap enough. I don't think they got close enough before 9Z get to 12 for them to make this work. They're going to buy up what they can. meyern made him pay a couple rounds ago going for the hunt, so few players are going to be a little bit low and busted. Apex can't get all the utility in the kit that he'd like.
Let's go, boys.
One final hurrah for Vitality. This is a game I think they're going to have to win playing their D game. And it's not going well. Lovely shooting from Luchov. What a spin back towards short. We're going to get a little tech pause into the action. First of the evening for us, 12-6, and we'll chill for a bit as the admin team gets to work.
Trying to fix the system of Vitality. That's the big tech issue right now, isn't it?
It must be a tech issue if this is happening.
Well, great to see 9Z seizing this opportunity right now.
Especially because, I mean, we've been here for a couple of weeks now through the stages, and we've been hearing everyone talk so highly of 9Z. We ourselves haven't casted a game.
Yes.
Seen the stats, seen the results and everything. And going into Inferno, I was all excited for it, and they got destroyed on that map. But coming into here and seeing this kind of a level, I'm like, all right, that's a lot of fun. I know Vitality's playing a very bad game at the moment for their standards, but it's good seeing 9Z and Luchov especially pop off. meyern's got 19 kills.
Yeah, it sure is nice to see 9Z showing us a little bit of that potential that we'd seen in the earlier stages and bringing that fight against the world #1. Now Zawu gonna head out in towards middle. He'll hit the shot, but that's such a little amount of damage for the AWP to be connecting through the wall. Flames, though, he's got 2 towards the ramp. Great opening from Flames, but Apex is dead in connector. And Zawu now waiting for a head to show. It feels, I'm not confident in Vitality winning these rounds, even if they've got the advantages, especially with 9Z having control of the window room. Mezzi's gonna come over and have a look.
Yeah, timing is everything for Mezzi. Gonna start sliding over, Max drops off. Sound cue's made.
Look at the bomb is, though, for 9Z. It's all the way back in T-spawn.
Yeah, that's, I think, why they're boosting up and they're getting players in position, because Hwaso Peak's going to have to go get it. He's the only one who has the potential. That doesn't have to give up a really nice advanced piece of map control.
No one's going to be alerted to Max. Max is being loud as well, but no one's nearby spotting out his position or hearing him. But eventually, Rops is going to turn. Zywoo's got the kill on Luchov. A much stronger round here for Team Vitality, and Hwaso Peak now 1v4.
I think 9Z's got to be really careful about the opening of their rounds. I think that's where Vitality's getting the biggest advantage on the CT side so far, as Vitality's been much, much better at finding opening kills. They're being the aggressor in a lot of different situations. We've seen mid pushes, we've seen Apex play underpass. Now we see some A-ramp aggression as well to get the opening 2 kills, and that's what's going to bury 9Z. If they can make it into the mid-round with an even situation, they've come out on top of a decent amount of those. So a save for Hwaso Peak in round 19. They'll try again moving forward. 12-7, the lead is cut to 5.
Yeah, Vitality have not been close to perfect at any point here on Mirage, but that is what they have to be now just to get overtime. Timeout as well. Going in from 9Z.
Makes sense. I mean, get an early one in. You got 2 remaining, so burn one of them now. And Bit can have a chance to talk with the guys while you still have a lead. Keep them calm, keep them chill. Remind them that the way they've been playing so far in this game is awesome and they don't need to do anything else. They don't need to try and go above and beyond. Everything they've been doing is working, so just keep the focus there. Vitality on the other side, it's going to be Apex just reminding them we've played a terrible game, but we're still in this. We're still in the midst of this comeback. Comms are everything. Communication, making sure we all know what's happening around the map, and continuing the proactive plays to start the rounds. Round 20, ZywOo has his AWP. For the 9Z attack, it's a single Galil amongst AK-47s and plenty of utility. 4 members of 9Z going to open up towards the A bomb site. Looks like they're calling the number of Flames and ZywOo.
Execution in. Flames go into the sky. ZywOo sends a shot out. meyern going to be the first victim. The Palace push coming in as well, but ZywOo eats the lead of Hwaso Peak. Now Flames hiding away. Good kill on DGT. Unleashes for a second, and Apex is through the smoke. Oh, when ZywOo goes down there, you start to worry for Vitality's defenses, but then Flames steps up, and he's got some help coming through the smoke.
Yeah, so precise, and Apex knows if Flames gets a kill, he's swinging through the smoke as well, because the next follow-up player isn't checking him, isn't holding him behind that smoke. Good opening kill from ZywOo. Good shot in return for Hwaso Peak, but this is lovely. Flamesy sits him on his ass, and Apex cleans up the last kill. 4 rounds away and back to pistols.
1 AK here for 9Z. Let's see if DGT can do anything with it. Top mid smokes deployed. 2 players going out that way. Vitality going to make it uncomfortable with utility of their own, but DGT...
He's just going to test this.
Yeah, he's just going out of Palace right now. Is that going to work? Flames just gets his crosshair back in time. So with DGT dying at Palace, that's the rifle gone and not being recovered. And the advantage is extended upon by Rops in mid.
I love that play from DGT. The rest of your players are on a low buy, so it's kind of one of those rounds you get a gimme to kind of be aggressive and do whatever you want to do. And he actually found the exact fight in the exact scenario he was looking for. Even got the benefit of the nade trajectory, selling Flames' position.
Hwaso Peak is getting the kill with that AK, picks up at Palace. Apex going to be a victim of it, and Flames couldn't get the trade. Tech 9 of Max has actually slipped down middle, beyond the gaze of any Vitality player. Smoke will deploy out towards ramp. Cloud cover will be there for a few seconds as ZywOo is going to look down in towards connector. Tech 9 still waiting to take the step forward, but comes down to a timing. He's trying to time it with his teammates coming out of the ramp here so they can try and go for a last-ditch attack, but Flames has handled both of the ramp pushes easily. Hwaso Peak and meyern gone. ZywOo with another missed shot, but Rops has come through to shut down Max in middle.
All right,
we're a 9th round for Vitality. They're on their way.
Yeah, we're within 3 now. Striking distance. Another full buy coming in for 9Z. They got 1 more timeout remaining for whenever they want to use that. meyern has his AWP on the other side to counter ZywOo. But Vitality starting to build up into this map, into this half. 3 in a row with 4 players surviving in each of them. 7 of the last 8 rounds in the favor of Vitality. They just have no more mistakes to give.
Got ZywOo boosted up into the apartment, so the AWP tossing his utility down into the site. And he'll just maintain this position with the scope itself. Again, it's looking like it's going to be an A hit here for 9Z.
Yeah, last time they tried something like this, it was Luchov on his own trying to spring up through Con. Now he's got a teammate, Max, paired up with him. Equally, though, Rops is at this bomb site because ZywOo switched sides, so it's not the AWP they're going against, it's 2 rifles up in their face.
Is that going to be enough for a shutdown? Team Vitality at the ready. Heating up is Flames. He's stuck and he can't get anything into the open, so it falls to Rops, the responsibility of defending this A site. Apex charges forward. He's gone. Have 9Z done it? Have they won Mirage? Rops is trying to deny them. Headshot is good. Needs a second. Can't get it. It's all on ZywOo, the only player that can change this. And he's got the first with the AWP. ZywOo into the open. And 9Z will respect him, but they put him in the ground. It's Luchov with his 20th kill. And 9Z sees the day on Mirage. They will take this one, and now they hope and dream that they can somehow take the whole series versus Vitality. Some incredible form from the likes of Luchov, and 9Z have a chance, a tough chance, but a chance to take down Vitality in this series and do it for Latin America. We'll get into this one now, ladies and gentlemen. Dust2, thank you for being with us here on the stage 3 of the Major. It's really heating up. I mean, all the teams kind of taking licks, you know, Team Spirit dropping a map there as well. It's good to see that the competition is at an all-time high coming into stage 3 of the competition.
And now we get to see who's going to take this series, who's going to move on to the 2-0 group, a chance to make it into the playoffs as fast as possible. The least stress you can have while qualifying for the playoffs of a Major. The 3-0 run. One of these two teams, that dream will still be in sight. The other one is going to have to play a little bit extra. Huaso Peak, Luchov, meyern going to start scaling towards short. Huaso Peak leading the way. It's Flames, Apex, and ZywOo back at the A bomb site in defense. No information, a very passive pistol round from the CT side, and actually descending into the mid to B split now. So how does Rops choose to play this one?
Yeah, mezii just going to wait at CT. That smoke is going to go forward. ZywOo sending shots to the smoke regardless, and mezii's got 2. What the hell is happening? How has he got 2? And then Rops assisting. So great start from mezii, and then Max is now just left alone. This round is over. mezii has decided it's done.
A really cool setup. You have mezii boosted right out of the gate, so if that mid to B split comes in, he's got a good look, and also they probably can't really tell that he's up on the boost box when you have 3 USP spamming through the smoke. The real genius of it all is Rops at that B bomb site dropping the smoke when he recognizes the mid to B split being pulled. Runs over to window knowing that smoke is going to keep at least one player behind it for the time being until that attack gets a little bit closer. He's combining on that fight in towards middle, and they shut it down. No issues whatsoever.
Over the top, sees them, and takes 2 headshots. Nice work from mezii though, and goes out to grab a 3rd. No bomb plant, not even close to it there, 9Z, so going to be Glocks for them and a 2-0 start for Team Vitality.
Just the single P250 on DGT. Our boy. He knows.
He knows you can always afford the P250.
It's always worth it.
The Moses mantra. Let's see what he can do with it.
Probably not much.
Definitely not. But, you know, it's nice to have it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, if you're ever in a situation, it's better than having the Glock.
Well, the situation's this. mezii waits at window, peering down into mid. Plenty of players going to be coming at mezii. He has a chance to warm up nicely. There's 3 from mezii. Apex getting involved as well. And that's 5 picked up immediately.
Yeah, nice and quick on the Glock, so we get into the gun rounds fast. AK-47's being snagged by 9Z as we speak. For Vitality, just keeping the weapons in hand. No upgrade to the AWP. Flames is going to be still on the MP9. We'll see if 9Z can throw him for a little bit of a loop. I think if you're 9Z, you want to apply some of that pressure early and see if you can kind of force him into that same mood and same mindset you had him in all through Mirage.
DGT coming out long. Going to do as much as he can towards Apex, which is not a whole lot. He's 75 health off the back of that.
Okay, well, here's the flash over mid. A little bit of a peek. mezii doesn't spot anyone. Luchov just slid out of sight, and they're scaling up short with no smoke at the double doors, so that might feel a little unusual for Vitality. Apex playing ramp. ZywOo and Flames going to re-aggress out towards long to grab control, but they don't want to hold on to it. They want to be available for a fight at the bomb site.
Yeah, I'll tell you something we haven't seen yet in this series, and that's ZywOo taking over the server at any point. Haven't really seen him.
Only saw it in the one map yesterday, right? The 3rd deciding map of the series.
Maybe here on Dust2, if he can get that AWP out into his hands early on. Apex take it away. ZywOo is going to be the supportive player to Flames to set him up with a utility. Flames will reveal himself on default. ZywOo's going to go back to long to deal with the threat of Huaso Peak. Catches a good timing to do so, and now realizes he can commit himself to the fights up towards short. It's down into a 1v1 all of a sudden. meyern is low. mezii looking for this.
Ooh.
And the smoke has covered him off. mezii can't find him, but meyern's just sat down. He stayed in the same position.
I mean, he's got 11 HP, right? So he's just kind of hoping he gets real lucky with the timing of a peek. mezii's going to give up the plant. He's going to forfeit any kind of standing and say, all right, you knew I was real. You knew I was fighting out on ramp. You have to make the decision of how you want to play this situation.
Yeah, and if you decide to go back over towards B, well, you got to get a move on now, and Mezzi's going to hear those steps. So he's played this very well. He's won it by positioning. Mezzi is off to a fantastic start individually. 9-0, plays that clutch so well.
Yeah, he had that great pistol round. He had an eco spray down for 3 kills in middle, and now this one right here. Just an absolutely wonderful round to help save the day. A lot of pressure on that hit, despite the fact that Vitality seemed very comfortable with what was coming at him. They had everyone in place.
Mezzi definitely looking at a screen now, Jason.
Yeah, he is. He certainly is. You only have to have that conversation once, huh? If your IGL looks down the line and it's just like, are you watching? Are you playing the game?
You looking at the monitor? Well, yeah. It's passive aggressive. I do like that. Tech 9's P250 once again, and 9Z down to that situation, down to the pistols.
But they've showed really fast long control, and now switching back towards middle. So you can see Vitality kind of backed off with all eyes towards long at the moment. ZywOo's AWP is over at car. They're going to aggress towards short so that Flames can have this information.
Yeah, goes for that little peek and has a little look around. Not too much going on.
But Vitality's probably going to feel motivated to hold on to Cat. That or they want to retake long at some point. It's a little bit weird. They're kind of stuck between two mines, which is usually a disaster at the A bomb site.
Well, I do have that AWP out for ZywOo, as I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, but there's nowhere for them to hide if they lose Cat control.
No, just don't lose Cat control. ZywOo taking the long pick, then you block the Cat execute with utility of your own and force 9Z to try and find answers elsewhere, and then you funnel them into Mezzi, who's got a hot hand right now. He's looking to burn them.
Lovely grenade.
Yeah, ZywOo just picking him off. Grenade is good. Blinded as Mezzi. Flames is actually being picked apart by DGT, but 35 seconds left. DGT needs another one in Apex, despite taking heaps of damage on board, still connects the kill, and that is what I'm talking about for ZywOo. A 4K coming out, so clean on that 5-7 switch at the end as well.
Yeah, looking once more locked in, much more like Inferno rather than Mirage. Already you can kind of feel it inside the server. Great shooting from Vitality players, good movement around the map, and not letting 9Z have any advantages in these rounds. So first time out is taken from the 9Z attack as they want to talk things over. AK-47 is going to come back out. meyern's got money for the AWP, so we imagine we'll see that piece inside the server. Be deciding exactly what they want to do and how they want to play this. Haven't had a whole lot of success getting out long. Haven't been able to find a whole lot towards middle. Mezzi's been wrecking you. Not a great feeling if you want to pull off any of those mid to B splits. So round 5 set to begin. Plenty of money building up on the Vitality defense. 9Z's going to want to limit that. There's a good shot from meyern. Mezzi jumping across, and you're taking down the hot hand. That's his first death.
Yeah, with ZywOo's up next. Oh,
wow.
Did he just stop looking? Well, it looked like he was going to get the scope right on, but they've taken ZywOo and Mezzi down. Brilliant starts the round here from 9Z.
I think there's a little bit of unfamiliarity with the pathing and the timing that 9Z plays with. Good job from Flames. They've got the appropriate defenders on this side of the map to stop any play, but meyern's got another pick. Yeah. Flames tries to make it across to support Rops, and now Apex is going to be forced to make a move. And
he's worried about long as well. They just have no information pieced together of the whereabouts of 9Z's forces here. You've got all the map to work with as well if you're 9Z.
They have no information, and the middle of the map has been an issue with the way meyern's hitting some of these shots. AWP comes out for meyern and immediately has impact. I think the decision for Rops and Apex is to concede these bomb sites. Looked for a second there like Apex was going to come over to try and eliminate the middle of the map. Just going to be playing in CT spawn in case of a split, and that's the only thing that would allow Vitality to try and win this round. So conceding, but you still got to find a way to survive this meyern AWP sitting in mid.
So great start to the round by taking down Mezzi. And ZywOo, it looked like he was in a situation there. He could maybe get away with a double kill, maybe even a collateral, just the way they were lined up.
I think in his head, the idea is if the opera gets that pick and probably pushes, you know, straight through dark to kind of move towards the mid ramp, and that's the sort of the fight he's looking for, or an op swinging to grab the angle towards short for his exact peak, looking for that fight and not clearing as wide along the wall as he needed to. don't always see teams take it that fast. Usually some utility, some nades, a little bit nervous, holding back a couple extra seconds to watch for a mid push, but not this round from 9Z. So they catch a timing that ZywOo didn't expect. Makes him an easy kill. So the first obstacle put in the way of Vitality's defense. 9Z get on the board, but plenty of money to buy right back up in. Vitality still looking strong in terms of their investment, but money's going to start running low.
Flashing out Hwaso Peak. Getting him beyond those long doors. You've got meyern now searching for that opening kill again.
A very Spirit-esque opening.
Rops and mezzy though, looking to lock down this B side. This is a scary duo to have to go up against. Hwaso Peak is peeled away from that long control that he got, and he's dropping back. meyern being so patient, but now starting to move forward, wanting this kill, wanting to force the issue, trying to get forward. He had the chance, but a tough shot to connect there, so he walks away.
That'll force the smoke out of the defenders, at least one of them. Rob still has smoke molly up on top of the box. With that presence shown in B though, 9Z start heading elsewhere towards Xbox to grab mid control, clear out double doors, force back any defenders up on Cat. Gonna start getting pretty late into the round though, so 9Z don't have a whole lot of time to wiggle between decisions.
It's gonna flash right in front of Hwaso Peak, completely blinded, bewildered in the open. Flames will claim an easy one. 30 seconds left.
This is what I mean. You've burned. I mean, since I said that line, you're about like now 25 seconds since where nothing's been accomplished. They've sat so long at Xbox without doing a whole lot, waiting out this smoke. Their teammate gets dropped at long, and now the hit is exponentially more difficult.
ZywOo going to be blinded over and over again this time. A bullet right through his head, Max!
Oh my god.
Okay, pushing it to the max. He's got ZywOo and Apex gone. They're into the site. Plank going to be coming through. That is unbelievable that Max has got them into the situation.
And you know Flames was long. You know he pushed and got the kill, so you can't even get caught off guard by that. Disgusting shooting.
Yeah, and you know that. If you're Flames, you know that they're going to be looking towards long. So he doesn't even feel comfortable to make the next move, to be the player to step out. So he's just planted himself in that corner, hoping he can get away with one here on the save call, because the other two teammates are over in the B bomb site. Crazy shots out of Max. Has just saved 9Z in a round that looked like they might just die to time.
Yeah, well, I don't fully think that Vitality and ZywOo expected that short hit that entire time. I don't think they were completely prepared for it. I think they thought that was always going to fall into a mid to B split. ZywOo is watching low for a little bit, half blind, misses one shot, and can't tuck down behind the car to be a small enough target to get another crack at it. So 9Z starting to wrestle some control away from Vitality. Flames does recover the AWP. They've got money to drop M4s over, so another strong buy, but these shots from Max. Absolute perfection cracking into the A bomb site.
meyern looking for that lower tunnels push. Not going for the challenge straight down mid against ZywOo, which is fair enough.
ZywOo was waiting to hear the shot to swing out to take one of his own.
No fights being presented until now. Just a pixel, that's all ZywOo needs. Sends the shot out, but Lutrov survives. 17 health, mezzy grabbing Max off the top of the box. Opening kill here for Team Vitality. DGT trying to pull it back, Rops is waiting. They're going forward. And then the drop back, not wanting to commit.
No, but the presence has kept ZywOo in middle. Has allowed mezzy to slide over into the B bomb site. ZywOo, as this smoke fades, duel of the offers, he's going to walk right into it.
All right, meyern coming out on top.
I mean, I think that's a little too much from ZywOo. It's very nonchalantly crossing doors.
Stepping into the open, making yourself extremely vulnerable and punished for it. 50 seconds.
And now look at the A defense. You're split. You've got Apex with an MP9 at rail, and you got Flames on his own at long.
And he's going to feel this responsibility to at least get 1 or 3 seconds right there. He's got it. Flames could even get 3 at this point. Low HP on the long play. You're hoping that DGT can be the release valve here coming out Gonna be stuck and finished off here by Apex. Surely no. Even on the low HP, he still stands up, but he got a second headshot. How is this round back? Oh, no way! How are 9Z doing this?
Rops will save the day, no stress.
Oh, he's gonna try. He's gonna give it a good go. Bomb now making it to the site. You have to rely upon Rops. You usually can, but here he comes, running them down. AK up against 2, and Luchov just fights him! 9Z don't care that it's Vitality on the side. They don't care that it's Rops. They just run out and they challenge and they win.
What is happening inside this server? Yeah, that's a oh, that's a timeout from 9Z. Gonna make him stew in it. That's a 2 versus 4. You had everything you wanted of your Vitality.
Let me see how he gets this.
Yeah, where does this come from? Okay, swinging wide. Mezzi playing the headshot angle. Luchov winning his as well. Low HP on both of them. And what a shot at the end of the day. Bringing some of that Mirage form into Dust2, and Luchov has got 9Z within 1.
And that is the kind of play that ignites you, that makes you believe that you can truly do this today, that you can take down the world #1 team at the World Championships of Counter-Strike.
Look at the ghost of the smile on his face as he's calming for this next round as well. You're exactly right. Confidence growing for the 9Z side. Belief is growing for the 9Z side. And Vitality have got to feel stunned. We saw some of their faces after the round, and they still feel like they just don't know what's missing at this point. But something is clearly off.
IEM have all the superiority in the weapons department. Rob's trying to be cheeky, trying to be sneaky. Ends up getting flanked out by DGT. Opening kill for 9Z.
Oh my lordy. See, this is what I mean. I feel like the timings of 9Z, you're up against pistols, so the setups are a little bit different, but there's been so many contact plays, right?
Yeah.
Like coming off short, no flashes, no smoke signaling the hit is coming, no signals for the counter utility from Vitality either. I feel like it was messing with them a lot, or not, maybe not messing with them, but Inferno, it felt something very similar, although Vitality was still coming out on top, but now it feels like they're getting caught off guard more often.
Got to buy back here. Team Vitality need to snap into shape. Currently bent out of shape by 9Z.
This is a not a B rush surely, but they're gonna head to this B bomb site. They want the contact. Remember, they probed into this bomb site a couple of times, and they've never seen anyone playing aggressively.
They're just going. They're running in. Here's Rops. Gets one. Drops down. Some utility coming in from his teammates, but Rops is gone. It's got to be Mezzi. Rops only got the 1 kill. That's not enough, and Mezzi won't get anything. And if you're Vitality, surely you would consider the safe call immediately. Flames is all the way at top middle. Apex is going to start putting some utility in, but it's a 4v3, and 9Z going to move that bomb into the site.
Nade comes in, doesn't land where he wanted to, would have been the wrong spot regardless, and I'm with you. Time to bail out, bug out, and go home. You need that ult for the next rounds.
Oh, they are playing with so much swagger right now. I love this from 9Z. The call to rush that B bomb site. Earlier timing, just wait out the initial utility and then burst through.
They've been scouting it, right? And they've realized that no one's ever jumping up on towards the platform. They've had meyern with the op kind of zoned in to see how that works. They've had, I think, DGT a couple of rounds or like later moves in and actually goes pretty deep to look for an isolated 1v1, sees they're not really playing on the platform as well. So in their minds, they're kind of like, well, let's go to the B bomb site because their opening setups are more towards mid, more mid-centric. We can come in and it's a one-front fight, and they completely catch Rops and Mezzi off guard.
Well, this season, in 2026, and last year to be fair, there wasn't a Tier 1 trophy that didn't already have Vitality's name on it. But for 9Z, they've been failing to qualify for events that Vitality are winning. And now here at the biggest event of the year, it is 9Z leading the way versus Vitality.
Yeah, Vitality's coming into this with a 6-map Dust2 win streak. And 9Z currently on the verge of taking that right out of their hands. 92% win rate map for Vitality, but at the moment they're getting schooled. High fives all around. They need to rebound 5 rounds in a row for 9Z. Once they grabbed control, they have not let go. And it felt this way on Mirage as well. And Vitality's got to fight back that feeling. 3 rounds remaining in this first half for them to scrape together whatever they can.
DGT trying to burst out, going for that opening. Gonna retreat, couldn't quite snatch it. waiting for a sneaky play from a Vitality player trying to walk through that smoke, but that isn't happening.
Yeah, DGT's going to keep this op for some time as well. meyern's on the other side of the map looking for the upper B push. They wanted the opper with the long spawn to head over. Bomb has just been picked up. Luchov and Max to push Apex back on short. Actually, Apex, excuse me, down in CT spawn.
Much slower this time from 9Z, knowing what they're up against. Exchanging utility. And congregating at short. You'll have DGT just planted, waiting for a long push, waiting for any aggression.
And Apex has the smoke to block short. He's just playing on ramp at the moment. He's holding it, but again, the contact plays. There's going to be no chance to put this smoke into place, but thankfully ZywOo's op is here.
Yeah, Flash is going forward. ZywOo's missed a lot of shots today. There's another one. Oh, he just can't connect anything. ZywOo's op, not lethal today. Finally, connecting to the chest in the third time of asking. Luchrov's moved in, though, with that space on the missed shots, but he's got to get something. His teammates are all falling like flies. 19 seconds on the clock. This looks like a Vitality round. Apex getting caught. Finally, Flames chiming in. And the bomb moves in. It's getting planted now, but Vitality looking to run them down. Max defending. Good headshot, turns to short. Needed that one. But now meyern knows he's just stuck in the open. Mezzi moves in to take it. And a tie game again.
Yeah, but you're right. The missed shots from ZywOo, that op in that position for those kinds of contact plays, just a single flashbang. It feels like ZywOo should just be able to chew him up. Having a bit of an off game at the moment, but so does it feel like the rest of Vitality is as well. That seems to be team-wide. Good recovery here, and a good to stop the run of 9Z at 5 rounds straight. They win their first round in quite some time. Tie things up down the stretch, but a plants and plenty of money for 9Z means another buy coming in. meyern has the op again. This time it's Luchov with the long spawn. Does he want to try and take it?
Nice and slow. For 9Z again, trying to get up through short. Flash is going forward into the mid doors, unleashing DGT. He'll have a look beyond them. So peak. Really expected a Vitality push at some point through line. They've been checking it for back-to-back rounds quite heavily. Well, we've got ZywOo. Oh, gets caught. Great flashbang, and then even better from Luchov. That ZywOo getting caught in the open. Hands covering his eyes. Luchov spams down. It's Apex gone now. 9Z looking to reclaim the lead of the game, and they're charging in towards the A site.
I think they're just going to do it as well. I don't even know if you can go for this one. If you want to try and attempt a retake on this, Rops and Mezzi have to move in towards middle and start pushing towards short, but there's no motivation for it. Money's not there if they lose everything. They're going to want to rebuy an AWP for ZywOo. Rops has the money for that. 9Z has some lovely calling, and that round felt like a hard counter. A single flashbang to blind ZywOo's position, the pre-fire into the spot.
They're coming
absolutely
for Flames.
Perfect.
They're coming for Flames right now. They're trying to take another weapon away, and they'll do it. Max is looking insane with his motorcycle posture right now. It's crazy.
Motorcycle posture.
Yeah, it looks like he's on a motorbike. He's running over the top of them.
6-5. Absolutely spectacular. Just such a good piece. Set up so well. And ZywOo dropped again, and now the transfer down to Apex.
Look at that. Vroom, vroom. Headshot on Flames.
He's leaning over the monitor. Apex can't quite believe it. Final round of the first half. 9Z have a lead.
Last round of the half. Can it be a lead for 9Z over Vitality? Luchov starting to move up short. Again, Vitality definitely not looking to get involved in any early fights or challenges down short.
No, but I at least like seeing ZywOo take this kind of deeper, more aggressive angle, right? Like he just wants his one kill and then drop off. And they've been punishing you here, so it's about time you start kind of denying some of this. 9Z felt like they were just falling back into a mid to B, but that smoke is going to dissuade them, so they'll transfer everyone towards the upper tunnels. Wait out this double door smoke. They're going to leave Luchov and Max in mid.
Here they go. 9Z ready to head into the B side. It's going to be Mezzi first. Luchov taken down 4v5 to try and recover. Rob's clean headshot traded eventually. Mezzi fighting on. meyern and DGT do move into the site. Utility at the ready. Vitality have a two-man advantage and they are going for this with those advantages, dreaming of getting this retake, but meyern's holding on. Fighting on.
ZywOo coming through the tunnels right now.
Yep, that's the flank that might cost them here. 9Z. Can they read it? Shot connects, but not for lethality. ZywOo now creeping around the back. There's the kill on DGT. Lines it up. meyern alone. And he goes down.
He can do absolutely nothing. We're going to be tied up at 6. Impressive performance for 9Z. Vitality barely hanging on. And as we head into the halftime break, we got one of them old-fashioned major skits coming right at you.
You all know why you're here. Vitality reigns supreme, and we cannot anti-strat alone.
Vitality have violated the Geneva Convention and must be punished.
Dennis, I know you've been through a lot, but it's still only Counter-Strike. Gentlemen, please. Our combined resources. Where language is a barrier, strategy is not.
Well, apparently language is a barrier.
Sorry, no English.
You were supposed to translate.
Марахтаныг орчуулгаар ирсэн мэт гинэ.
Question. Here is most playoffs anti-strat. Nobody asked for that.
Speak for yourself.
Hey Dennis, do you have any group stage prep? I might be needing that.
Wasn't it Mouse who beat Vitality last Cologne? Hope lies on their shoulders.
And now, I effectively have two stand-ins. But that's his weakness.
900 IQ.
All we need now is the fans to rally behind us.
We are in the mud.
Guys, why we don't smash them? I was Kasesha. Dream Shaman. We do it many times.
At this point, I'm in.
What we need is a system.
Oh yeah, we fucking go. You wanna know about a system? I'll tell you about a system.
And that system is right here. Look, we play to each of our strengths. First up, Mouse preps group stage.
Okay.
They've graduated. Aurora and the Mongols will prep quarterfinals.
Yes.
Fury and Parivision, semis.
Jam prep. Insane.
Falcons is down to you to prepare
the third place decider.
Bro, there is no third place decider on the major.
No, you bring that 5-time major winner experience and we get this shit done.
Let's go, boys!
Vamos, caralho. Vambora.
Let's go, boys.
Counter-Strike unites.
Fuck you, Apex.
Fucking idiots.
Well, they should have brought Bit. They should have brought Bit, the
What
coach
was
of 9Z.
9Z?
They
Yeah.
should have brought him in
Yeah.
because he's figuring it out right now. He's giving them a really tough time as we come into Dust2.
Yeah, this guy knows everything. He's got it all prepared. All right, Apex, I think he spotted those two kind of coming through double doors in towards lower tunnels, calling it out to the team. Flames looks ready for any kind of a fight. Smoke on the box. Oh, it's an upper crush. This is dangerous for Vitality.
Yeah, Rops at the ready. Meyern going into the open. Rops has got that first headshot. Can he get another one? He's close to it. Flames. Shots going out. Nearly a double out of ammo. DGT dead to the flank of ZywOo. Now Hwaso Peak now a 1v3. Chaos inside of the tunnels early in this pistol. But now they know where Hwaso Peak is.
Well, he's got 0 kills, so if he gets 3 here, fair play to him, you know? Win this 1v3. Get on the board. Not gonna happen. Rops cleans it up, finishes him off. ZywOo does the damage. 7-6. Vitality. That's their second pistol round of the map. So at least getting started in both halves the right way. The problem is 9Z in the first half wrestled control in round 5 and never relinquished it through the rest of things.
Well, 9Z have 4 spot. They'll have a couple of SMGs, the rest on pistols. And a little bit of utility, which we'll see tossed out towards Flames, but he's just going to disrespect it and go. All the way out to that long corner smoke until he'll stop.
You got Rops just looking for the flank, just chilling up at the old green box position. Got a little sense of that mid-clear. Peaks a little bit late, but you're going to deny Luchov access from transitioning over towards short as well. Vitality just happy to maintain long control during these delay smokes coming out from 9Z. The old classic. Seen this play out so many times. 4 defenders at the bomb site. Vitality's going to put faith in the extra utility they have over the defense and the weapons they have over the defense as well. A follow-up smoke to block the cross. Hwaso Peak doing his best to make sure there's going to be a gap in it.
Vitality still slowly moving their way towards this A-site finish, but less and less time available, which increases the chances here of 9Z of creating chaos.
Oh, look at these defensive smokes. This is going to be hard.
Cloud cover everywhere. Flames trying to get through them, cutting through them with the MAC-10, but he's dead after 1. 20 seconds left. Vitality moving through, but Hwaso Peak's arrived at 5-7. It's his moment finally. 2 kills coming in, his first 2 of the game, but 14 seconds left. Bomb is down, and Robs can't get to it. He has to win it on elimination, and Hwaso Peak just needs to hide around the corner. Robs can't win this. He can't win it any longer. It's going to be 9Z winning a 4-spy, and the woes of Vitality will continue into the second half.
Yeah, what a play. Those defensive smokes are so...
Robs dies after time, $350.
Yeah, those defensive smokes are so brutal. Vitality think they've waited out all the delay utility. But what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to enter in this? How are you supposed to get a clean read? The route that Hwaso Peak takes from one smoke to the next, pouncing around the back during all the chaos, there's no way Vitality can control that situation.
Oh, no, no, no. And a timeout as well for 9Z. Gonna try and let Vitality stew in it.
Yeah, but this is their 3rd and final timeout. This is actually kind of crazy to have this happen this early on in the half. You burned 2 in the first half. I shouldn't say burn because you put them to good use. But you have an entire half of Counter-Strike to play against the best team in the world, and if you run into any more issues, you no longer have the ability to stop the game and have a conversation. So 9Z using that out of a huge win, potentially to just calm the boys down going into the next gun round.
Rob's really testing the motto. You always have enough to buy a P250.
Yeah, but he's still adhering to it. That's my boy.
He had $350. He just bought a P250. So there we go. But Vitality throwing everything they've got into this, buying into it. Let's see if they can do anything back. This is crazy. 9Z giving Vitality a really tough time today. You've got meyern and DGT up on short.
They really sandbagged us with the first map, too. I was all pumped coming into today looking for like a series where 9Z was going to be able to fight. Watched Inferno, and I was like, okay, well, this is going to be fast, and now here we are. A completely different situation than I expected.
You're not going to get too many opportunities to be able to take down Vitality, so 9Z looking to make the most of this moment. Advantage siding with them. They've taken ZywOo down, who is now sitting at 8 and 10. really struggling today.
Yeah, he's been very, very quiet across all 3 maps of play for Vitality. Some isolated moments, but not putting together complete maps.
Well, let's see, Luchov working up the courage to start moving in towards the tunnels.
Yeah, which is great because they're throwing a mid to B smoke, but once you've cleared out upper B tunnels, you're kind of like, nobody needs to move. Like, nobody's in B tunnels. Maybe they're coming out mid, but that's going to be cleared by Hwaso Peak right now. He says nobody's out.
Oh, Flames, Mezzi taking the most of that damage, though. meyern's under pressure. DGT trying to alleviate some of it, but the deagle rings out from Apex. Max it long with the Galil, rattles away onto Mezzi. Luchov with the flank around the back. Rops is looking in that right direction, but he's got a P250, gets the dink. Mezzi, or rather Apex, had to turn and he just couldn't do it. So Max comes through, Apex is gone, and that will be 9Z taking the lead of the game again.
Yeah, and a plant isn't going to help too much, so Vitality likely to sit back, maybe with some upgraded pistols, but this time it won't be a very large investment whatsoever. Looking to the next gun round coming in round 17. A great opportunity for 9Z to build up some money and build a buffer to sustain a round loss without being broken. meyern's got his op out, and he's only got 8 kills as well. He's matching ZywOo at 8 and 10, but I feel like some of the op kills in the first half from meyern had some real impact to him.
I mean, you have to also consider the fact that 9Z had a tie game in the first half with one of their players having 0.
That is true, yeah.
Hwaso Peak did deliver a big important round 2 at the start of the second half, though. Those 2 kills, high impact so far.
That's the beauty of it sometimes, though, is always being able to finding ways to stay in the game mentally, because you're going to have your opportunities no matter how bad the game is going. So really cool to see Hwaso Peak get 2 important kills in a very important round. And if you go on to upset Vitality, nobody's going to care.
No, not at all. This will be a day of celebration. Hwaso Peak in the head of Apex. Mezzi will be his second victim of the round. They'll move forward with the pistols, hoping they can get a bomb plant out of this. That bomb is going to be taken down. Rops will get a deagle shot on the way out. So 2 kills for Vitality, nothing else. 9-7 for 9Z.
It's a good little reminder that you got to be really careful if you're 9Z. They're actually fumbling around with utility and nades on that ramp and during the defense right when the execute comes in, and they almost lost the round and they almost got beat up because of it and almost punished because of it. So good reminder, you can't kind of let those details slip. They get away with it this time.
Well, T-side was the big problem over Mirage for Team Vitality. Did not do enough in that half, even with a CT comeback coming through. But now they've got to do the hard work on the T-side. Well, they're sending ZywOo out with the AWP. He's going to challenge against meyern. Interesting repeak. He's going to take a leg shot for that.
A very interesting repeak, and drops a smoke, and now no longer has information out towards long. Flames is forced back by utility. Good nade damage chunks him down to 64 health. 9Z relocates over towards short. And ZywOo's got a kill. Ill-advised spam for Luchov. Low percentage spam all the way up mid. And ZywOo can track the tracers with ease.
About to set up a flash play into short. 9Z are going to meet them head-on in battle.
Timing is hard to grab, though. Hard to be perfect with this.
And when do you go? That's the question.
Off the shot, I think.
Contact, yeah. Here he goes. AWP into the kill. Apex is gone. DGT gets caught. Good response from ZywOo. meyern gets another. Mezzi had to trade. Hwaso Peak up next.
That's
well, Rops is actually going to push to the doors.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that being a hard thing to time. Takes a few seconds for that flashbang after you throw it to pop, and by then they're already turning the corner before you're ready. Mid to B smoke. Hwaso Peak is here in CT spawn.
Yeah, Max, the solo B player, but you can avoid him. You can draw that A player towards CT spawn, knowing that you free up the A site. 25 seconds left. Hwaso Peak trying to rotate back while Rops moves forward to cut off the rotation. Max, will he be ready for this? Rops gets the AK down, and Max out of there. Hwaso Peak, the last remaining member, and they're just going to go, but that's the bomb. He's close to it, trying to block ZywOo. 10 seconds on the clock. ZywOo gets through the window, and they take a lot of damage. Hwaso Peak with a valiant last-ditch effort. But it is not going to work out for him. Vitality just break through.
Man, even if he gets that kill, Rops is still coming through that smoke at you. No guarantee that that's actually going to win you the round. Plenty of time for them to find that kill as he has to stick around in CT spawn. It's a nice idea, but you can see the utility's just a little bit late coming in. I think he might have gotten flashed as well from Apex's flashbang. So the short defense doesn't work out as strong as 9Z would have liked, but they come right back into round 18. All up in the hands of meyern still. 2 5.7s, 2 M4s.
I know it was a great point raised by you, Jason, the fact that 9Z have burned their final timeout, right? So if this starts to get out of hand, if Vitality start to build momentum, there's nothing to slow it down.
And I wonder, it would be a cool question to ask the coaches if those timeouts, some of them were burned after round wins. I think 2 of them were burned after like big upset wins in rounds. And I'm wondering if they were called to settle the team down so they could focus on the next one. It could be some inexperience coming back to bite them in the ass.
Let's see if it cost them. I mean, this round doesn't look too pretty for 9Z. You got 2 5-7s. ZywOo trying to assert some control of mid. Mistake in the last round, give him the opening. Also able to do the like shot out long with an ill-advised re-peek. Start giving him some chances. ZywOo will start warming up into the game. Very late on though. Molotov goes out to clear the blue bin and the aggressive position. They're going to pull meyern over. Scope is at the ready. He will chime in. mezii, the first victim. Flames trying to hunt it down, but hwasopik, great reactions, strong hold, and now Vitality need to dig deep and recover a 3v5.
Yeah, but the timing on the defensive smoke from Luchov is just so god tier. Oh, but he's going to back up into the shot from ZywOo, and now they can go through it if they want. ZywOo will step through the smoke.
Well, DGT's over towards CT spawn. He's trying to get out, trying to catch ZywOo. ZywOo tries to get away, and he won't. DGT hunts him down. Max has only got a 5-7, trying to defend this B bomb site. Waiting at the car, his teammates rotating over. Apex has got 1, trying to drop down, can't get the second. And that's 9Z with 2 5-7s. Managing to pull it off.
Man, Vitality just looks so out of step at the moment. Normally when we watch them, I feel like their rotations, their shifts, their kind of audibles that they move into, that they change things up, they're usually a step ahead of the defense. Right now, they're just getting schooled. 9Z is keeping track of all the information. They're being aggressive, they're being assertive. They've got that confidence in them, so they're never losing track of Vitality moving around the map. And you force Vitality back to pistols. 1 op in the hands of ZywOo. And normally that would feel very dangerous, but he's been quiet this evening.
Very quiet. meyern's really started to get some impact as these rounds have gone on in the second half too.
Yeah, it was 8 and 10 to start this half, now 6 and 12, doing a very, very good job. His op ringing out across the map, round to round.
Passing the utility back. Getting ready to go. Eyes to the sky, flashes at the palm tree. hwasopik looking to slap this Vitality team as they come towards him. He's got the first. meyern's got a headshot here on Apex through the wall. ZywOo sending 1 shot back, but they don't get that bomb forward. ZywOo's dead. Rops alone, 35 seconds. The Deagles caught it short, 11-8. 9Z are really, truly doing this.
They are in complete control, and a timeout finally for Vitality. Their second is used, down by 3 rounds, and I don't know how many times I can say it's got to be an intense conversation, but this is the last chance to wake up if you're Vitality.
They haven't been saving them.
Still faith. This is where you lean on all those tournaments you've won over the past year and a half, on all that experience you've got together, all the comebacks you've executed during that stretch.
It was exactly 1 year ago today, 12th of June, 2025. Legacy against Vitality, a South American team, took down Vitality at the Major. They destroyed their win streak there, a 13-3 win in a best of 1. Everybody said it's because it's a best of 1, it doesn't really count. Well, now in stage 3, it's best of 3s. No one is going to be able to take this away from 9Z. And the 12th of June, every year might just be the day that South America take down Vitality.
Yeah, well, they might just put in their contracts they don't play on this day anymore. ZywOo misses the look, misses a shot. He's got a scout in hand due to the investment of the AWP in the previous round. AK is in a Galil, surrounding it. What a shot from ZywOo. There he is.
Yeah, it's a great one. meyern gone, so you got to dig into a 4v5 now if you're 9Z. It's not possible.
That's what you needed. That is exactly what you needed.
So good at those shots to the double doors in middle. ZywOo. It's going for more as well. Anticipating someone's going to try and pick up that AWP, and he's not wrong. Luchov has stepped out to pick up the AWP.
Being very tentative still, but Rops is still lined up in upper dark. This always feels like it's going to end at the B bomb site with this position from Rops. Now you've got the mid to B smoke in place, and Luchov, he's got an AWP. And he's down.
Steps out to his death. Gonna start moving up. Max waiting at the car.
Now this silence makes you so nervous if you're Max.
Yeah, you know you're just not going to deal with this if you're Max. His head turns, he's looking to the tunnels. Flames just runs through. And you've ended up with a 2v4 here, so it's not going to be around 9Z you're going to be able to pick up. So it starts with the ZywOo wallbang through the double doors in mid.
Ooh, he wants the op. This is a little bit risky. And he's going to go down. He's going to lose a rifle, potentially 1 HP. Hwasopeak did get the op, so at least they have that. And I don't think there's economy for Vitality to hunt too aggressively, although Rops is still here. He's already in this position. But DGT and Hwasopeak go towards long, so should be all good to bring these weapons forward into the next round. Money starting to be a problem for 9Z down the stretch. Gonna reinvest in the next round. We'll see what kind of money they're working with, but a reset at any stage at this point for 9Z would be devastating, would give Vitality a new lease on life. Gonna be 9-11, they're 2 rounds back. Still with a chance to win this series in regulation.
Terrorists win.
That's the scout shot he hits right through the edge of the door. So filthy. Good follow-up as well. Vitality playing quietly throughout that entire round, so 9Z couldn't get a read of the situation. And ZywOo picks up a scout again.
Oh, look how quick this is from Vitality. Running out long. Mezzy at the front. The flashes going flying through the sky. Apex trying to get into the pit. They've done well. They've taken some long control very decisively.
Yeah, and he had a shot at Hwasopeak too. Could have had an early kill. Hwasopeak, 0 kills in the first half, 8 kills now in the second half. Stepped up on CT side. Absolutely love to see that. Max and DGT gonna go investigating. And if they find ZywOo, who's playing with a scout, the bomb is there as well. Good timing for Max to escape. Drops a Molotov of his own to prevent Flames from swinging top mid as he can retreat back to short. DGT wants to fight and he wins it out. Extended spray against Apex and a 5-on-4.
Yeah, dropping back as well. No chance for Vitality to trade that. Be careful if you're Max, because Flames is coming now on top of that Xbox. Gonna drop the smoke. 35 seconds. They've got to start getting forward here. Vitality, they've got to start moving. But the utility's still there for 9Z. They have to just use smokes to try and get through it. It's desperate from Vitality. It is dire for Vitality. And ZywOo's left along with no hope in a 1v5. 20 seconds on the clock. Series point on the board. 9Z about to upset Team Vitality.
Oh, this hit looks so disorganized. Such a bad look for Vitality down the stretch. ZywOo can't land these scouts. Finally a kill on the Max. Finally a kill on a DGT. And now you just live. No more giving away weapons. Disgusting shooting and a losing effort out of ZywOo. 3 headshots with the scout. But it's a 12th round for 9Z. And they've got 3 chances to kick Vitality out of the server.
At least the damage done there at the end of ZywOo weakens him slightly, but they've still got a very good buy coming up here for 9Z. AK M4s, lots of M4s.
Dude, it's not even that. It's how often do you see Vitality like just get stopped at the point of attack like that? Just no progress.
Blocked by utility.
Can't even turn the corner.
Hopeless, absolutely hopeless. Messi running out long, trying to get the opening, but it's DGT and Max who are taking this moment. They are seizing the day for Latin America, and you've now got Flames, ZywOo, and Rops left alone. 9Z, 3 kills away from one of the biggest upsets, well, the biggest upset you can pull off in Counter-Strike. Failing to qualify for events, Vitality are winning. 9Z missing out on chances to even play at the tier 1 level, but they're not missing out right now. Rops is taking a headshot, meyern gone, and that B bomb site, it looks open. It looks pretty weak right now. You've only got 1 player there, but it's Luchov. And he's been incredible in this tournament for 9Z, but Vitality actually peel away.
Yeah, but he's on his own now, too. He's got to make smart decisions as well, not just fragging. So Luchov staying pat inside the B bomb site. No pressure from the mid to B split. ZywOo just wanted to pick up the AWP. And if Rops clears the Swasso peak position, that would be something special. But they need to get some defenders at the A bomb site. They were so pressured, so afraid of the split towards the B bomb site. Max vacated his position. DGT moved into CT spawn now.
The drop down, the auto Q.
Are you
serious? In this kind of moment, in this kind of round, Rops is ready for this. Max has got the kill. Rops has come out with a kill. But this is exactly the two players you want in this situation. But ZywOo, given another chance, switches to the AK. Rops and ZywOo, 18 seconds. Could prolong play. Could keep Vitality in this. Rops with a shot right through that smoke. And now just DGT. ZywOo keeps his head down. You gotta do it now. You've gotta take your chance when you have it. And a mistake allows Rops out long, allows him the kill. And ZywOo and Rops keep Vitality going.
I cannot believe you drop off the blue bin there.
Why do you do that?
There's no reason. Unless there's a comm that says you need to be here right now, that's the play. How's Rops otherwise gonna take you out?
You have a powerful position. I'm sitting there thinking when that fight comes in, there's no way Rops wins it. It's just such a strong position. Perhaps it's the nerves of the moment. You're about to beat Vitality, and you make a massive mistake that has cost you everything. You've got no money, and if you give the world's best a chance, they are going to run it back. 2 rounds away from overtime. This one's going to be free.
Oh, it just can't be undone like that. That can't be the way they go out. That can't be the way it's brought to overtime. Vitality. 2 more rounds they need. This one against unarmored pistols, and they're playing it very cautiously at the moment. On some level, probably can't believe they have this opportunity.
Flash goes in. Flames carves up the first. USP is trying to converge on them. You've got enough rifles here to not really turn into a threat. DGT picks up an AK, is going to slip away.
Yeah, all good. You have ZywOo moving up long right now with the op, so he'll take care of it. DGT going to slide into his crosshair. Easy shot for ZywOo from the back. 12-11.
Have to point out as well, the fact that they have no money in the last round. ZywOo's scout earlier doing the extra damage from the pit really affects them down the line as well.
Oh, it hurts a lot. There was a good amount of impact in those exit kills for sure.
12-11.
I think Vitality even have an extra timeout still left to use, and they don't care whatsoever. They don't want to give 9Z the time to talk about it. They want that inexperience to be there. Make the decisions yourself.
Yeah. That sinking feeling in your stomach that you had it right there, but you've let it go. You've let them back in. DGT back at short. Gonna retreat further into the site. Opening fight there for Rops. He's lost his engagement. He's lost the opening kill. Once again, 9Z with the advantage and series points.
And I have no confidence at the moment in Vitality's hit-up catwalk based off what we've seen in this half. It's been scattered and disorganized. Now you've got DGT pushing up close to double doors.
Flash goes in, DGT blind. They're gonna try and clear him, but even blind, he still gets a kill. A miracle. And now Max waits, MP9 at the ready, second kill, mezii gone! And they will not let it slip! The only player that can stop them is ZywOo, and he's not even gonna do it! 9Z, what an upset! What an achievement! They have taken down Team Vitality at stage 3 of the Major! Doubted every single step of the way, but they go up against the King, and they do not miss!
And can you imagine it off the first map in this series? What a recovery, too!